This is Finland. And here, driving flat out on the loose is in the DNA.
Niklas Gronholm makes a great start. Absolute drama. Gronholm takes victory.
To win in the country of 1,000 lakes, you don't need to be a Finn, but you're going to have to drive like one. Hello and welcome to the Kumi Ring in Finland. We're close to Kuvla, about 90 minutes from Helsinki for round 4 of the FIA World Rallycross Championship. Also, of course, the European Rallycross Championship for RX1, which is the old supercar, and the European Rallycross Championship for RX3, which was Super 1600. Timo Scheider, been a pleasure to have you here all weekend, getting ready for the finals. I get so fired up at this point, you get full of the adrenaline. You're a driver. What's it like from your point of view?
Right now, this is showtime. Now we have to deliver. There's no excuses anymore. Now you have to send it all in and make it straight.
Pretty similar on the television is for the drivers as well. So let's take a look at the championship standings when we arrived here in Finland. And you'll be able to see a certain Mr. Kristoffersson at the top of the table. Brilliant job by him so far this year. Of course, beaten by Niklas Gronholm at round 1 down in Portugal. But taking the 2 wins since in Sweden and Hungary to sit at the top of the table with 72 points to Niklas Gronholm's 65. Timmy Hansen in P3. So lucky the Hansens are here with us this weekend after their troubles and being rescued by construction equipment from Volvo. Ola Christian Baby, Johan in the sole internal combustion car left now. Kevin Hansen, Clara Anderson. Patrick O'Donovan not here this weekend. This is what we got coming up for you. Semi-finals for European Championship at RX3. That's the front-wheel drive pocket rockets. 14.25 is the semis for Euro RX1. We then got the final of the local category open two-wheel drive. That'll be great fun because there'll be some wild machinery in it. And then the finals for Euro RX3, Euro RX1, and of course straight to the final for the World Rallycross Championship. With only 7 cars here this weekend in that category, they don't do semis. They're going to go straight through to battle it out for the final. And this is the track on which they're going to be doing that. If you haven't been with us all weekend, where have you been? Take a look at the Kumi Ring. It's an incredible big old FIA International circuit, and Timo, a very special rallycross track built at the heart of it.
Yeah, I just got good feedback from the track side, so everyone loves it somehow. We have a very high-speed first sector, and then the second and third sector is very technical, some very tricky corners because they have changing conditions throughout the corner. The gravel inside, then apex is with tarmac, exit again on gravel, so it's very, very technical, especially the last sector. So let's see if we maybe find some live onboards to show you around here. Here we go. This is the long start and finish line. It's 190 kph roughly into a triple right-hander, which is very, very exciting. After the start, you will see most likely the most overtaking opportunities right there. Into this tight turn 2, rotate the car on the gravel. You see here you have tarmac. This you have to use in terms of grip. A little bit of over rotation here, over the little jump. Braking over the crest in this left and right-hand corner, which is very slippery. You saw a lot of overtakings or spinnings also there. And here you have to split. Left is the joker, straight is the standard lap. Joker lap is very tricky because you brake over the crest without any view where you need to turn in. But make clear before you take off here over the cliff, rotate the car. He did it a bit too late in this one. So make sure the car is straight and positioned early enough, because here is a long, long start finish straight. So you will have to be quick.
Fantastic stuff from this brilliant lap at the Kumi Ring. They're going to take a look back at the highlights from qualifying. This was Vaby and Kevin Hansen getting 2 sideways on one of their first runs. The starts have been so close down the straight. This is the key. Can you get up the inside? Can you get up the outside? Johan has had a go at both of them. It's been Kristoffersson versus Gronholm all weekend, as you'd expect. Clara Anderson yesterday didn't have the greatest day, but overnight they got a car a bit more solid. She was bang on the pace today and unlucky to miss out. You're on board with Kevin Hansen. The Hansens have been struggling for traction all weekend long, but somehow Kevin has made it work. He's just been in the mix. Rukkonen tried the outside here. He tried it again the following day. He's just been full send in the sole internal combustion car. We know you guys love him at home. We love him here as well. This was Vaby, Clara Anderson, getting her elbows out. With the car underneath her this morning, she pushed Timmy Hansen wide. Yeah, OC got her, but she managed to get in front of Timmy, and that meant that it would go down to the final qualifying session for which one of them would make it through or not. Niklas Gronholm has gone round the outside at least twice this weekend. Rutkanen got nerfed out the way there by Kristoffersson. Bit of contact between them up at the hairpin later on. Now I can maybe see why he gave it back to him, having sit in turn one. Rutkanen up the inside of Kristoffersson. There's the Joker split. The three electric cars did get out in front of Rutkanen. Rutkanen trying to come past Kristoffersson on that finish straight, but couldn't get it done. Timmy Hansen put new boots on the car for the final qualifying session. Rutkanen went inside, tried to go around the outside, but there was just a bit too much traction on those new boots from Höljes. Timmy Hansen set a brilliant time. Fastest time of the weekend by Johan Kristoffersson, with a puncture apparently at the end of Q4. Timmy had done a great job. Clara Anderson needed this inside move. Her teammate Niklas Gronholm was there. They both got sideways. She span around, and unfortunately that dropped her out the back of the fight. That meant that she wouldn't make it through to the final, but great racing elsewhere. Kevin Hansen has tried so hard in that Peugeot and has done a good job to get himself through where he has in qualifying. Kristoffersson takes the top qualifier spot, 3 session wins out of 4. Niklas Gronholm P2. Ola Christian Baby, the 1 session win in Q3, but looking really quick in the second KMS Polo. Kevin Hansen, the first of the Peugeots, backed by construction team. And then we've got Timmy Hansen P5. Juha Rutkanen makes the cut in P6 with the internal combustion car. And Clara Anderson, unfortunately, missing out. Now, we sent Timo Scheider out earlier on to have a catch-up with our top qualifier, our 7-time world champion, Johan Kristoffersson.
Well, I'm here with Johan. Johan, we saw a very tough fight between you and Juha Rutkanen. The move in the hairpin looked quite stunning from the outside. How did you see that?
Yeah, no, not much to do, but yeah, that's how it is sometimes.
Did he call you by surprise? Did you expect him to go there? No, right?
No, I think the surprise was on the braking, not that. And then I was even more surprised when he actually did the overtake. If I would have done that braking, I would not overtake and not get a penalty. But yeah, it's easy to say afterwards, not when you're in the car, of course.
But you seem to be on pace. The car is doing well. You have just set it the quickest time of the weekend in Q4. So you're fine for the finals? Yeah,
I think so. We tried something on the warm-up this morning. Didn't really work. Tried something different for Q3. But yeah, it's difficult when you're in traffic to get the feeling. But then, yeah, Q4, the car was working well. Tried a few other different things again. But track evolution is also big. It's changing a lot, and it's all about to hit those ruts correctly. And but it was nice to have a clean, nice Q4, a little bit better start this time as well. So yeah, looking forward for yeah, final, not semi-final.
Exactly. All right, well done. Thank you so much. Have a good time and good luck for the finals.
Thank you.
So yes, the track has developed through the course of the weekend. No, the weather hasn't quite turned up yet. It is a bit cloudy. It's kind of dark over there, Timo.
Yeah, it's circling around. I checked it again. I'm not your weatherman, but it looks like it's not hitting us so far, as I understood.
We'll see, we'll see. Right, let's take a look at Euro RX3 after their qualifying. Rittis Gerklis took the TQ spot. Look at this, 4 different session winners. Kormocki had taken Q1, Gerklis took Q3, Andre Souza took Q4, Nicholas Gellins took Q2, but the result of that is the positions in which you see them line up. The odds go to semi-final 1, the evens go to semi-final number 2, so it'll be Gerklis and Souza on the front row of semi-1, Kormocki and Kovacs on the front row of semi-final number 2. Those guys are getting themselves out there and ready to go. TQ man, Rittis Gerklis, Timo, just did the longest burnout I think I've ever seen a Super 1600 car do on his way to the grid. This is what they've done so far through the 4 qualifying sessions to get us to the semis. Only 4 cars in each here, so the top 3 will go through. 1 person in each of these is going to miss out. 6 cars in the final, of course, that will give us our podium. I kind of understand why he did the big burnout. It's chilly, generally. Compared to earlier today, the sun's been out most of the weekend. It is cloudy now, and it's a little bit cooler down there. Right, they're on the grid. Looks like they're in a line from the angle you're looking at it from there. That's the better angle for you to see where they are. 2 rows now, because we're through to the semi-finals. We're going to get to see who's going to get down to turn 1 first. How much of an advantage is that row 1 start? Euro RX3 semi-final number 1 from round 4, Finland, Kummiring. Here's your lineup. Rittis Gerklis on the pole position with Andre Souza alongside. Then it's Joao Ribeiro and Libor Tijes on row 2. So Gerklis has the inside line. 4 Audis in this. We have said this could have been a one-make championship at times this year. The Audi A1 is definitely the weapon of choice. You've got to get a good start too. To keep your eyes on the lights, there they are, top right of your screen. They are right next to me and Timo in commentary. Gerklis and Sousa on the front row. Good start from row 2. Very good start from Ribeiro. Contact through. Sousa shuts the door and Ribero's got nowhere to go. Gerklis going to get down to turn 1 first. Ribeiro just needs to be careful here, Timo. He's got to make it through to the final of 4 cars. You're not going to get it all done in turn 1. Gerklis gets through. Ribeiro up. That's a good move. That's more like
Smart, exactly. And he's probably going to P2.
Yes, he does. Tejez gets pushed back, so Ribeiro thinks better of it in turn 1, gets it done in turn 2. It's so hard, isn't it? 5-lap semi-finals, only the top 3 go through. You've got to keep your head at this point in the competition. The semi-finals is often where it all kicks off.
Exactly, so you have to have the head down, fully concentrated. If you have one little mistake, you're out of the game. And if you're fighting for the championship, of course, you have to be very smart in this.
Sousa tries the outside line to the inside to try and get a better exit than Tejez. He's on the throttle earlier than him, but can't find a way past it. Tejez is in the way. And Ribeiro going joker on lap 1 to get out of traffic. Kind of sensible, I think, but from P2 I might have waited.
Yeah, probably yes, but something we have to admit as well, the guys have done the track, and the track maintenance is amazing. When you see the track right now, it's so smooth for all the RX3 cars. It's always in pretty good condition, and we see contact.
Yeah, Tejez was sideways, did well to hold on to it. Sousa in the background. This, though, is playing into the hands of Ribeiro, isn't it? So the Joker average, as you can see, was 3.9 in Q4, so that has changed over the course of the weekend. It was longer than that earlier in the day. And these two getting into each other, just get, look at Ribeiro, he's nearly on the back of them already. Tejez goes joker. Did Gerklis go as well? Yes, he did. So your leader, Gerklis, has gone joker. Green car back of your screen coming down. So Gerklis has gone in, and this will be to cover off Ribeiro. So they must have seen Ribeiro coming and been worried about him. Ribeiro versus Gerklis onto the straight. Gerklis gets there. Good move. So it is a lower joker time than earlier, as we said. That's where the track conditions have changed. Look at Ribero's line. He turns in really early in
Super early. And he misses the apex, actually.
So too early then?
Yeah, way too early. There's probably also less grip and a bad angle to turn in. It seems like Gerklis is a bit more on the game, and he's a bit quicker throughout the day so far. Oh, mistake a little bit. It looked like he understeered too far into the corner.
So it's Gerklis and Ribeiro so close together. They are P1 and P2 in the championship. There were 15 points in between them coming here. Gerklis, of course, got the TQ, which gives him 3 points ahead because Ribeiro is down in P5. So he cut that gap down to 12, Timo. Now if he can take the win here, obviously he's got to make it through to the final first. He could steal another 5 points off him, and suddenly things are looking a bit rosier going into Turkey. Gerklis is really sideways. I think he's coming a bit hot, but he gets it back somehow to the inside line. Only one driver's going to miss out, and at the minute, Timo, my money's on Sousa.
Yeah, mine too.
Unfortunately for Sousa, driving really well, but with the others have out-tacticked with the jokers and are just right in behind. And when Sousa goes to the joker, he will be swallowed up. At the moment, he's saying he's going to lose first. In fact, that's back to 4th. Yes, predictor showing. So Sousa might as well stay out, and he does. I'm surprised that Pack hasn't come up closer behind him, and I think that's an indicator that he does have the lap times, but not getting away from them. So they're on to, as they come over the start-finish line, just a lap to go. Sousa's going to have to joker. I think Ribeiro's going to have to sell. Look, he's in early again. Is that? Yeah. I think that's too early, but you'd know better than me, mate.
Yeah, well, it looks like it's too early. I don't know why he does it.
He makes it work. I mean, he got back to the apex, but...
And Sousa basically is the quickest guy on track. 50.0, the quickest, and last lap 59, the other 58, so 56.
Yeah, it has pace, but it hasn't worked out this time. So
no,
he's got to do a really perfect joker on this lap right now, and hope that in the background.
Oh, Gerklis trying.
Ribeiro.
Oh, come on, guys.
Is it? Surely that's going to be done.
Oh, you have to leave that.
Come on now. On to the start-finish straight. Ribeiro is in. So the win goes to Gerklis. That contact from Ribeiro, Timo.
From my point of view, it was over the edge. So you should have.
But I think so too. If he gets a penalty and gets dumped out the final.
That would be a big mistake. If this is going to be a problem and stewards are looking after this could be an issue for him.
Gerklis takes it after heavy contact from Ribeiro in the last corner. Libertadez goes through as well. Andrés Sousa does miss out. But there was a lot of contact in the run. We'll see. We'll find out from race control. The TV truck will be able to tell us if anything is under investigation. They might not. You know, positions didn't change. Nothing lost too badly. Here's the start again. Look at the start. Often the start from row 2 when the grid is clean is good, isn't it? I don't think they were expecting Ribeiro to be there.
Yeah, exactly.
The gap was small.
Yeah.
So we are going to see a warning for Ribeiro, but there will be no penalty. Fair enough. I think that's a good decision.
Yep.
Good. And that was a good decision by him. He backed out of it on the start straight. He got into P2 where he needed to be later on in the race. Kind of feel for Sousa, having had a great weekend. Andrés Sousa, that is, to not be able to make it through to the final, but not everybody can be there. Qualified in 3rd place, winning that final session, Andrés Sousa did, but this was him sliding down the Joker. We were busy watching in the front. Ribeiro almost got into the wall.
Yeah, he preloaded him quite a lot, so if he just released him, he probably could have a big tank slapper into the barrier.
So no major damage done. Pre-grid is right behind us. If you can hear supercars rumbling away, that's because the Euro RX1 grid is in behind us and getting themselves ready to go for their semi-finals, which will be up straight after this. So don't go anywhere. Stay with us. Okay, here's the grid then for the second semi-final. Euro RX3 from the Kumi ring. On the pole, Balázs Kormocsi. On the outside of row 1, Samuel Kovacs. Then it's Nicholas Gellins and Rogerio Sousa. So Rogerio Sousa has had a P3 this weekend in Q3. Well, he looked really quick in that one. He'll need that kind of pace if he wants to beat the other drivers through. Kormocsi and Kovacs on the front row, both Hungarian drivers, will be very familiar with each other from their national championship antics and, of course, the previous round at Nyirád. Gellins again gets a good start from row 2. He might better get alongside Kormocsi, but Kormocsi's been quick on the straight all weekend. They are side by side. Kovacs gets in. Rogerio Sousa from the back row up to P2. Rogerio goes round the outside line. He's going to have to get on the turn.
This was aggressive on the inside.
Yeah, Gellins into the back of Kovacs, wasn't it? 2 wheels. Oh, no way.
Kormocsi's off again.
Kormocsi with the car at standstill in turn 2. What a shame, Timo, who was on the front row. Did you see what happened? Obviously,
I just saw there was contact on the outside.
Oh, what a shame. What a shame. So at the minute then, Kovacs leads from Gellins and Sousa. Is Kormocsi going again or not? I don't think he is. We've got a double flashing yellow light in turn 1. I don't think they'll red flag it with this amount of cars, and it's a slow speed corner as well, but what a shame.
Let's see. If he's right on the line in turn 2, we should think about it.
Well, there we go. So we know who's going to go through. If they were going to red flag it, they should have done it by now. But they're going to be down to the same.
He's right there.
He's parked on the line. The biggest shame for me there, Timo, but that's the only overtaking opportunity.
Yeah.
So by having a car parked there, you know. Okay.
I'm not such a fan of such decisions, I have to say. Honestly, unfortunately, I've been inside the car when some cars approaching with like a certain speed. This is scary, and inside the car, and as well for the others. So,
yeah, I understand.
Sorry for saying this, but I don't like it.
No, you have to make. You're entitled to an opinion. You're a very, very experienced professional racing driver. So yeah, there we go. He's stuck down in turn 1, and unfortunately, that is the best overtaking opportunity. So Gellins has gone Joker, and that's the right thing to do, Timo, because you're not going to get the pass done on track now with that car there.
Now it's pure down to lap time.
It will have to be done tactically rather than in the overtaking opportunity down there. A lot of dirt and dust onto the straight, isn't there? So they'll have to keep it tidy. Watch this through turn 2. You'll see it has to be kept really tidy unless you want to go around the outside. Kormocsi would be so nervous because there's damage done to the car already. Fastest lap to Rogerio Sousa, 51.0. He's at the back of the pack, and Gellins is joking. Gellins is 3.8 off. Average Joker, what was it, 3.9, I think it was?
Yeah.
Kovacs goes standard lap again, locks all his wheels, though, locks his fronts on the way in, 3.7. They're saying Joker 4 at the minute.
It's just enough.
Let's see. Let's see as they come down over the line. I think Gellins might be a bit closer. It was 3.7. There's the line. Wait for Gellins to cross. He's got 2.8. Yeah. So he's killing him on lap time, isn't he? They need to be on the radio to Gellins and just saying keep it tidy. So these three are definitely going to qualify. Remember, the top three go through. It's a real shame for Komachi, who had qualified in P2 with a second win.
Lousada's out. He's just passing by here.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Oh, wow. So we might end up with 5. They're going to have to get that repaired, aren't they? Because he will make it. Here is Rogério Sousa on a really slow run down the straight. I wonder if he'll peel off to the left or not. His team are running after him in pit lane already. Is he going to turn left? I'll tell you if he comes into pit lanes. We can see it from commentary. Kovacs, Gellins behind by now, only 2.3. So Gellins has closed the gap by another 0.4. No, Sousa is still circulating. I just caught a glimpse of him down at the hairpin. He's just in front of them here, Timo. There he is. They want to hope he doesn't get in the way in this narrow section.
In the left-hander, turn 2, 3.
He stays left.
He stays left. Good call.
Good guy. So Sousa stays over on the left-hand side. He'll want to keep going until the flag comes down, I'm sure, so they make sure he gets the finish. I'm just hoping. My concern is going around slowly like that is probably engine or transmission. That's quite a big failure ahead of the final.
True. And there's not so much time for the finals, right? So that's
exactly. So we might end up with...
Well, this is what I like in rallycross, you know, this tension between semi-finals, final, you know. Mechanics have to do an amazing job to make it happen. And we are crossing the line, and we have Gellins taking the lead.
Yeah, Gellins takes it from Kovacs. Sousa is going to be a DNF because he's been lapped, so that'll be what he shows as on the timing when he gets around, but he will get P3 from Komachi at least, who's 5 laps back. Doesn't sound the best, does it, Timo?
I was trying to understand the sound, but I couldn't realize exactly what it is.
There's Komachi looking pretty disappointed.
Oh, yeah.
Nicholas Gellins takes it from Samuel Kovacs, Rogério Sousa P3. Balázs Komachi, unfortunately, a victim of a bit of contact down in the second corner, and we're going to take a look at the replays any moment, and we can find out what happened. There we go then. Semi-finals are done for Euro RX3. Stay with us. Semi-finals for Euro RX1 coming up. Then we will open two-wheel drive the local category. Don't go anywhere. Okay. We can see another look at what happened in the first corner. So, Timo, let's try and keep an eye on Komachi. And I think it's Sousa.
It's Sousa and Komachi, yes. Sousa around the outside, very far offline here. There's the push. Komachi got pushed into Sousa, and now they clip each other. You see Sousa going up on Komachi. Wow.
It's not a lot, is it, really? So, yeah, Gellins takes the checkered flag. And there we have Nicholas Gronow's just coming to join us.
You look so fancy.
Where did you get... Where did you steal those?
From my friend.
Okay. He looks like I can't remember what it is. It's on YouTube.
But it scares me a little bit, to be honest.
I think I look beautiful.
You look great, Niklas. That's a good look. Keep him on. It's fine. Everything's fine. How are you, mate?
Good.
Yeah, excellent. Racing at home, Finnish people here. You know, just being in Finland. It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. I've been enjoying. Very busy for me. Yeah, haven't had too much free time this weekend, but it's okay.
So you haven't been able to play? What's the game you and Clara play?
No, we haven't done a lot.
What's it called? Yahtzee.
Yeah.
Can you play Yahtzee, Timo? Timo's going.
I'm leaving, sorry.
He's leaving, bye. Timo, oh, is that rain? Rain?
A little bit, yes.
Oh, we've got rain into the back of the commentary box. Wow. Okay, so the rain is coming, and this could make things very interesting as we get towards the Euro RX1 semi-finals. Timo Scheider was right. He is a meteorologist after all. He's been saying that the weather's been coming. So Timo's heading off. Stay with us. Umbrellas are going up, look.
Yeah, it's...
Right, we're getting ready for the semi-finals for Euro RX1. I'm joined by the legend that is Niklas Grono. He's in second place at the moment in the FIA World Rallycross Championship. Timo's been sent off with a camera to go and talk to people, and it's raining. Not a lot.
Not too bad for now, but yeah, I think it's still easily slicks, but... Well,
I love it. Look at the. I love the fact. Look, the jacks here. Look in the background here, and you guys can see there are jacks being brought in. You can see the quad bike. Look, they're reversing the tyres in. Who's going for wets? Is that Ekkonen? Are they wets?
They're prepared to put them on. They are wets, but he's still on slicks. I think everybody is.
Okay.
But this is one of the most hectic moments when you're sitting in the car and you don't know if it's. I don't like it.
No, what if the weather changes when you're there? It's horrible, isn't it?
It is.
And then it is such a gamble on which way to go with the tyres. Like, do you go with the wets? Do you stay with the slicks?
Exactly.
It can cost you your place in the final.
Now they're going out.
So the first semi is going to have to go on slicks, aren't they? I think they're going to be okay. I reckon it's just the faintest shower. Right, let's take a look back at the season, and we can see World RX in Portugal, Lousada. Next to that, Niklas Gronholm, the winner at round one. Great start to the season for you.
Yeah, it was really good. And then we had some tough races.
The weather in Höljes, that was rain.
Oh my God, that was crazy.
I think that's the wettest I've seen, other than Kouvola in like 14 and 13.
Yeah, it was so much standing water. I think it was very slippery in Kouvola, and there it is also. It gets really. The gravel gets super difficult.
Yeah.
But here it was so much water. It's standing everywhere. It was crazy.
Hard work.
Yeah.
We've had obviously Hungary. We've now got Finland. We've got the double header in Turkey. The fact that that one's a double header, there is a bit more to play for. You can go there and everything can still be open.
Yes, but if I look at myself and my championship standings, this race is very important.
Here?
Yeah.
I think so too.
To be in a good position going there. So the final will be very crucial for us.
How do you feel about it? You've gone around the outside twice this weekend, I think. Good effort.
I tried my best.
He's put on a good show for you at home. So, you know, you're on the front row with Johan, you're on the outside. I'm sure you prefer to be on the pole, but it's, you know, it's not impossible to get to the lead. Then it's just a case of hoping that he gets caught. Well, look what happened in the race earlier on today.
Yeah. I mean, you can't really predict or have any plans. You have to see what kind of launch you get first of all, and then make a decision just before braking what you're going to do. But there is some possibilities with this turn one.
And what about this?
Yeah, this is going to spice things up.
It is, isn't it? It is. It genuinely looks like so we're at the start of the straight here, right behind us. Down at turn one, Niklas, it looks like it's raining. Do you see?
It looks worse than here.
Yeah, the umbrellas are all up in the grandstand. Can we see the grandstand quickly? Have you still got the camera shot of the grandstand, or have we got a shot of the tarmac in turn one? I want to see if it's wet. Look at us. We meteorologists. Marcus might not be, but I am. It's a long word, I agree. Not as long as some of the Finnish words, mate.
No.
I was walking around Kouvola and we went past this building. I still don't know what it is. We've walked past it twice on the way to a restaurant. It has the longest word over the door. Like you guys, you have a lot of letters for. Anyway, you'll have to teach me Finnish another time. Let's get ourselves ready for the semi-finals. Okay, semi-final number one for the European Rallycross Championship. My name's Andrew Coley. Alongside me for this one is Niklas Gronholm, as we sent Timo Scheider down into the paddock. On the pole, you've got Joni Tapainen. Next to Tapainen, you've got Jiri Balevski. Then we have, I think that might be the other way around. I think that's Limitainen on the front row here. Yes, indeed. We'll refire the graphics, shall we, and have a look. It's Balevski and Litvinovic, on the front row, according to my paperwork. Mika Limitainen and Maiko Tam on row 2. And Nils Volland and Rennie Munich on number 3. The wipers are on, but the wet weather tyres are not. It is still raining here. This is going to be a bit of an exploratory mission on the run down to turn one, Niklas.
For sure. Now it looks like it's wet.
Okay, wet weather down towards the first corner. The championship leader is on the front row. He's on the pole. He was your top qualifier, Jiri Balevski. Limitainen right behind him is his main P5 back to P5. Majko Tam gets the whole shot. Litvinenich, then it's in P3, Bolevski's in there. Volland is P4. Wow.
Yeah, and you know, the smallest touch in this condition, you end up in the gravel trap.
I thought he did well to style it out, Limitainen.
Yeah, exactly, and just a small nudge, and it just sent him
absolutely flying. He tried to shut the door, didn't he? So Volland has gone joker on that one, which I don't think is a bad idea to get out of it. Majko Tam, who is on his debut in the European Rallycross Championship, leads this. And behind him is Litvinenich, Bolevski, Volland has gone joker, Munich's gone joker with him as well, and Limitainen, who had that huge moment. The traction off the line looks so tricky. Limitainen now in behind his rival Bolevski. Remember, these two are fighting for the championship. Only the top three will go through to the final. So it's an absolutely crucial race. It looks really slippery.
It looks very, very difficult on the tarmac. The gravel is fine. Might be even better traction than on dry, but slicks in those conditions, not easy.
No, not at all. So Litvinenich coming through. Litvinenich, have a look at the standings, is in P3 in the championship, so he's not out of it by any means at all. Bolevski goes joker early. So this might be to cover off anything from behind him. He thinks Volland is going quickly. He comes up to the top over the crest, and Majko Tam across the line in the lead. He's going to come out into P4. So Bolevski's ahead of the drivers that have jokered. Good move, you think?
I think so. He's got some free air now. We'll see how it plays out and if somebody responds from it.
It's wet, isn't it? It really did rain hard up at the far end of the circuit. It gives you an idea of how long the straight is here, that it wasn't raining very hard. Up here behind us in the pre-grid, they are going mad to change wheels and tyres, so lots of drivers are choosing to go out on wet weather tyres in the second semi-final.
That's correct.
Do you think it's a good decision?
Yes.
Because of the compound? Because there isn't much standing water yet.
No, but they will have so much better grip on the tarmac.
Really?
Yeah,
make a massive difference.
Yeah, and I also think on the gravel as well, these wet tires will hook up better, so I think it's the right way to go.
Right, top three go through the final, as you can see in the background. You can see Litvinenich has gone joker. This is to cover off Bolevski, but Bolevski's got a good lap. Litvinenich just gets there. Watch for a pass up in turn one. Bolevski comes out wide. He's going to look for him on the brakes in turn two. Look how nervous it looks. He goes over the paint on the inside, just avoids the tyre belt. Litvinenich parks it on the inside. He knew he was coming. Tam now's coming up attack from Limitainen in the background.
It's going to be super tight with Litvinenich and Bolevski when Tam takes the joker. Now these guys are fighting and
holding each other up.
Yeah, exactly. Now it dropped down with 3/10, I guess. Between Tam and Litvinenich.
Good decision by Tam. Tam goes to the joker. This is to try and guarantee a place in the final.
It's going to be very tight.
He's going to be super tight. Remember, Litvinenich and Bolevski on the standard lap have already jokered. Oh, he might have an up here. Majko Tam comes through. Anti-lock banging away in the background. He's going to get them. Oh, around the outside now. Litvinenich maybe carrying more speed than Tam down towards turn one. Looks back to the inside line, but Majko Tam on his debut in the European Championship has covered him off.
Yeah, he's doing such a great job. If he doesn't make any mistakes, this is all his.
Guaranteed spot in the final for him. Now it's about Limitainen and whether he can get out in front of Litvinenich. With those three cars right behind, Limitainen has got to put in an incredible lap now.
Yeah, by the looks of it, it's not enough. Down to 3.5 so far.
So this will also tell us whether Bolevski gets through. The championship leader is 3.5 seconds back. He's absolutely crucial to this.
4.1.
Oh, is it going to be enough? 4.1. Bolevski might have dropped off. Limitainen is in the title fight with Bolevski, and he might be about to knock him out of the final. Down towards the line. Majko Tam wins semi-final one. Limitainen goes through in P2, and P3 goes to Litvinenich. Sorry, Litvinenich through first, then Limitainen, but Bolevski is out. Limitainen has pushed Bolevski out of the final. Wow.
How is that even possible?
That's amazing.
He was like 6/10 like this. Boom.
Yeah, and in turn one, don't forget, he was on the gravel track.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he found a part of the gravel that nobody else has found all weekend.
Exactly. Good job.
Niklas, go get yourself ready for the final. Thanks so much for joining us. We wish you luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, mate. Always a pleasure to have Niklas in the commentary box, even with his special sunglasses. Majko Tam, on his debut in the European Championship, wins semi-final one. What a brilliant drive. Damian Litvinenich is P2, and Mika Limitainen is in P3. Bolevski misses out thanks to Limitainen's drive. Nils Volland and Rennie Munich won't make the cut earlier. Timo Scheider is with Kevin Hansen. Let's go and join him.
Kevin, we just got the rain we talked about so much this weekend. Is this playing to your cards or not so much?
I think if we look at Höljes, it plays into Johan Kristoffersson's hands, and that's the least anyone wants. So I think it's gonna be. If it wasn't gonna be carnage already, this is gonna be even more carnage. But you know, it can be a quick shower and dry up. It's still hot in the ground, or it might just, you know, drench the whole place. So that's rallycross, you know.
That's why we love it so much. But would you say now in these conditions it's all down to turn 1 or 2, or would you say there's a chance of having overtakings even after this?
Well, I think it's going to be a fight of also figuring out what is quick on the wet around the track, because it's been such a tricky circuit so far. And to figure out something in a final where all the points are up for grabs, you need to figure out the new driving style, braking points. Is your car working? Is it not? You have to do the best with what you have on track. So I think it's gonna, in that perspective, I think play in our hands. I think we are good to be, you know, shaking the wind and guessing a little bit. And I think it's just gonna be quite a lot of carnage into turn 1 with nobody knowing your braking point. And eager, you know, Niklas on the outside of Johan, they might focus on each other. I think it's gonna be mayhem.
Okay, I'm super excited about it. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Brilliant stuff from Timo and Kevin. Timo will be running back to the commentary box now. He'll be gutted that he's missed this brilliant semi-final because it was carnage. Look at this, turn 1. Limitainen, yeah, that's under investigation, the contact between him and Bolevsky, and it did run Bolevsky wide as well, so I can understand that. But then, of course, Limitainen got him at the end of the race. Look at this. He went all the way through the gravel trap to come around the outside of Munich. Vollen shut him off. Maiko Tam led. Behind him, it was Litvinovic, who did a brilliant job here. Him and Limitainen flying. Maiko Tam covered them off just before the end of the race. I think that was on lap 4 out of 5. Bolevsky was still there. And then Limitainen somewhere found 6/10 in a lap, put the gap up to 4.1 and gave himself enough space that Maiko Tam would take it. It was Limitainen. No, it was at the line. That's where I got confused. I thought Limitainen had got it, and Litvinovic got him at the line. It was by 0.002 of a second. Wow, semi-final number 1 was incredible. Still under investigation between Limitainen and Bolevsky, but yeah, Litvinovic getting Limitainen by 0.002 of a second. Timo Schad has just made it back. You must be out of breath, mate, running back after seeing Kevin. What a semi. I know you saw some of it on your way back at the pit lane.
Super much exciting stuff we have seen right now. Unbelievable. The weather, of course, did their part, but in the end of the day, you know, we are racing, elbows out, and I love it.
We are indeed. I love it too. Martin Enlund is on the pole for this one. You've got Anton Seppa alongside on that front row. Then it's Joni Tapainen, Mikko Ikonen, Mats Oman, and Ivari Niemi at the back. These cars all swapped to wets behind me and Niklas Gronov in the commentary box here. They've all gone for wet weather tyres. Is that going to be the better shout? The track will be drying, but it is still damp out there. Row 2 was a good...
Oh, jump set.
Oh, no way. That's Enlund, isn't it?
That's when the tension goes too far up. You're under pressure, you preload, heartbeat goes up, and there's this small momentum. Yes. So does the clutch, exactly.
Oh, mate. So is it Enlund that gets the penalty? If it is, it's 2 jokers for him, and he will be gutted, Timo, because he qualified in second. Let's see. So did he respond to Seppa, or was it Enlund that went first? Watch the front 2 cars, because everybody else was sensible and waited. Have a look. Who goes first? It's Enlund. It's Enlund. And then Tapainen almost went. Look, Seppa decided he'd have a go. Seppa's the wise one there because there's an extra launch.
Exactly, it's a tyre hit.
Yeah. See, Timo knows. I love it when you see a chain reaction of everybody going, oh, we didn't realise.
Sorry.
Yeah,
exactly.
Sorry, it wasn't me, but now my tyres are warm, everything's fine. Tapainen should have committed to it. Okay. Grid is ready to go again. Wipers are on for Seppa. That's a wise decision from him. Oh, Enlund's going to be gutted. But based on the last... upside down double chuck.
That's interesting. Hopefully he's not upside down then.
Let's hope not. Oh, no. Brilliant. Marshals are all there. Everybody's ready. Seppa, remember, he's another debutant in the European Championship. Finnish driver. I went and saw him on Friday. He was so excited, but also a little bit nervous. You know, it's a big step up. It's a higher level. But he's been class this year, Seppa, in the events he's done, as has Tapainen. Tapainen was brilliant, wasn't he, during the course of this event? He won a session, had a couple of 11s and 12s. He had a P1 and a P3. So Tappanen is well capable of having the pace to win this. Do you know what most of the grid is? Enlund, Seppa, Tappanen, Ikonen, Oman and Niemi. One more time. This time they get away well. Tappanen with a leg up through the middle of the Tappanen separates the front row with a great start into the wet at turn one.
Oh, contact.
Enlund across.
Oh my God.
Oh, Mats, go on, try it.
Oh, spinning on the inside.
Tappanen's gone round and Ikonen's going to be there as well. Ikonen's been Seppa. Oh, around the outside.
Oman, come on.
Mats Oman gets through. Niemi's got through as well. Now it's who can restart their engines quick enough. Ikonen's going to get away as well. Enlund leads, and he could do this with a double jump.
Or maybe it's Oman in the end.
Oh,
imagine that.
Mats Oman on the front row. Who doesn't want to see that? Right, here we go then. Enlund, yes, good decision.
Yes.
So now there's no traffic. Oh, Timo, double joker and win in a semi-final. Petter Solberg Mete in Belgium did it.
Really?
Yeah, he did. He did.
I would cheer for Mats Oman now. Just saying, he's taking the lead now. Just Mats. Come on.
Come on, Mats. So Mats Oman leads. Enlund has done one of his two jokers. Niemi is P3 and has jokered as well. I'm gutted for Tappanen, I really am. It looks like they've all got away. It is so... And Tappanen's back in it, so Tappanen B... It's P5. Yeah. They're a long way back.
13 seconds back.
They're a long way back, but his pace is good. You never know in these conditions. They won't give up, I know that much. Mats Oman driving this car with hand controls. Through the right-hander now and up towards the standard lap. And Enlund goes for his second joker now. This must be to cover Niemi, surely. No, Niemi's too far back. Just wants to get it done, maybe. Knows he's in the traffic.
Probably, yes.
He might get beaten here to the line by Ikonen. Ikonen on the standard lap. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he has the momentum.
You think he's going to pass?
Yes.
Enlund's late.
Dives on the inside, cuts the corner, and dive on the inside. Come on. Go for it. Yes, he does.
Yes, Ikonen saw it.
And undercut again.
Ikonen back past him, takes the place back. Enlund trying to go around the outside, but can't get it. I don't think he should have taken the second joker.
Yeah.
One more lap.
Exactly. But now Mats Oman actually could take his easy joker lap now and make it clear.
Right, Oman, does he go joker? We're watching him come.
No, he stays out.
He stayed on the standard lap. There he is. So Oman has stayed on the standard lap. Ikonen has as well. Here comes Enlund. So Enlund, with two jokers done, is going to make it through. It's about whether or not he can close that 5.8 second gap down to Oman out front. Would you have sent Oman there? I think I might have done.
I would have sent him, yes. Ikonen and Enlund have been fighting, so that was actually a good moment to send him. But let's see. So my point of view, they should send him now.
Okay.
4.3 to Ikonen. He still has the joker.
5.8 still the gap. 5.7 is what the timing screen says. Now let's see.
4.7 clear. This is what the prediction says.
Well, we'll find out, won't we? Oman is going to go joker.
Here he goes now.
Yes, he does. Mats Oman into the joker. On the hand controls, he'll be moving that lever around to the right.
Ikonen is following.
Ikonen's gone in too, so Ikonen's looking for P3 in this one. He will know that Enlund's going to get him, but Enlund is not going to get Mats Oman.
Lead by like 2 seconds something, roughly.
A long way up the road with a lap to go. The top, everybody is now jokered.
It's 2.09.
Wow. So Niemi in the background would have loved the shot, as would Tappanen. I am gutted for Tappanen and Seppa on their debuts, and semi-final 2, turn 1 contacts are under investigation, but I don't even know what you do when the gaps are this big. I know one thing though, Mats Oman wasn't involved.
He was far off track, right?
He was in the gravel track at one point, but it turned out right at the end.
Yeah.
Wow, what a brilliant result for this man. It really is. He's got to get it round to the finish, but Oman through the left and up to the hairpin, using the hand control in the polo. He's come from the back row of semi-final number 2, and Mats Oman is going to take the win in semi-final 2 to go to the front row of the final with Mikko Tam. Wow, brilliant. Enlund's going to make the cut as well, and Ikonen, so that sees another Finn through. So we've got Ikonen and Limatainen at the minute, but both semi-final turn 1 are under investigation, so we'll wait and see the grid later on. That was 2 pretty wild semi-finals thanks to a very sudden downpour. It's drying up already. The timing of that was absolutely unbelievable. What a fantastic result for Mats Oman in semi-final number 2. umbrellas have gone down up in the grandstands. Anton Seppa crawls around to the finish line. Gutted for him after a great performance. He was on the front row with Enland, but it didn't work out, so Seppa's out. Who else is out? Tapainen as well. Here you go. Mats Öhman takes the win from Enland. 2 Swedes at the top. Ikonen, 1 out of the 4 Finns has made it through at home. That could have been a whitewash, couldn't it? I'm disappointed for Niemi, Tapainen and Seppa. Tapainen on his 2nd event in Euro RX. Niemi and Seppa on their debuts. Still, though, very impressive performances. Timo, what? I don't even know where to start.
Actually,
here.
It's difficult to say what happened.
So Tapainen got into Enland. Around the outside, nothing for Öhman. Tapainen then drops it. Is that contact with Ikonen? You can't. That's a racing incident, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you know, it's wet conditions. First time going to the corner, side by side, little contact, ends up in big contact. And Mats Öhman far off track, coming back somehow without any contact, making the race. It's very difficult to judge by now just by seeing it once. So you have to run through the pictures many more times to see if there was any purpose on that.
So this was Öhman up in the flames in the back of that Polar Epic.
Nice.
They really are. Down to the finish line. Checker flag for Mats Öhman, semi-final number 2 winner from the back row. Öhman qualified P10 out of 12 and has got it done. What a legend. Open 2-wheel drive final is coming up next. Then at 3 o'clock we have the RX3 final, 10 past 3 the RX1 final, and 3:30 the World RX final. Right, let's have get ourselves reset and ready for what should be quite a fun final. Oh, there's 8 cars in the open 2-wheel drive final. No, sorry, 6 cars. I'm looking at the qualifying results. It'll be fun. Stay with us, stay with us. So Mari Pekkanen joins us for the finals, and she is somewhere in the paddock.
Yes, I am here with Mika Liimatainen. You were 3rd at your semi-finals, but you look so worried. What happened and why are you worried?
We have some gearbox broken and let's see. We have little time and let's see.
Is that why you were 3rd there?
Yeah, that is the reason.
Okay, we are having some sun, some rain. What are you wishing for if you can get to the final?
Nothing matter. That's same everybody. It's maybe raining.
Okay, you are 2nd at the standings at the moment, so how important this race is for you at the homebound?
It's very important for me and for all my fans and all my company.
Thank you, Mika. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Great stuff from Mari Pekkanen down in the paddock for us, and Liimatainen there. He's 2nd in this championship fight. He said it's so important.
Yeah, well, he had gearbox issues. Of course, you're not changing gearbox in like 5 minutes time. So that's why on home ground it's especially for him hurting him a lot. So let's see if he comes back on track, and if there's a chance, of course, he will go for it.
Okay, well, we'll see. He said, didn't he? She said wet or dry, so it's the same for everyone.
Yeah.
So, yes, indeed it is. Now, these guys would have been hoping for maybe, I think, dry conditions, but I don't know. I'm not sure. It is open 2-wheel drive, meaning there's some fun machinery out there. On the front row, you have Viitikko and Kostiainen, and that is a Toyota Corolla and a Toyota Celica. On row 2, we have Colli and Colli. I like that. I'll vote for him. Here we go. Marco Colli and Janne Hult. And that is a Toyota MR2 and a Skoda Fabia WRC. I can assure you it's not a WRC. It'll be 2-wheel drive. And then we have Jari Klemetila on the back row with a BMW M3 and Mikko Saari with a Datsun Finn. All Finnish affair, of course, because it's a local series. I'm not going to lie, we haven't seen these cars all weekend, Timo, but we can have some fun commentating on them.
100%. I have the expectation we will see some carnage. I don't know why.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's a strong chance. Viitikko, who is on the pole position, won all 4 sessions in qualifying, so it was a whitewash in qualifying. Yeah. The others behind, there were mixed results, so I would say that Kostiainen on the front row as well. Kostiainen 69, the Celica, that's the one we think's got a massive V8 in it from earlier, but right, here we go. Good start from the
last row on the right-hand side.
Yeah, amazing
Good
stuff.
launch.
That's Saari in the Datsun Finn. So Saari Sari in the Datsun Finn has managed to get up 2 rows. Colli in the 46, the green MR2 on the inside line has dropped down into P. Oh, I saw it. Look at the water intake.
Yeah.
Look at
dry next to us. Yeah.
Dry here. It's so different, isn't it?
Water into 1 and 2.
Sari is trying to find a way through into P2 at the minute. It's Kostiainen who's in P2 in the big Toyota Celica. But out front leading in the Corolla is Vitikko, the winner of all 4 of the qualifying sessions. And Vitikko at this point, Timo, is going to want to check out.
Yes, it checks out.
Want to disappear. Sari goes into the standard lap into P2 behind Kostiainen. And we have 2 cars who've gone into the joke lap in the background. Colli has gone to the standard lap in the green MR2. And it's Clem Medila and Höljes in the background who've gone for the joker lap. Listen to the different engines down here. It's fantastic.
So good to hear that.
It really is. I think there's potentially a rotary in one of those. So, yeah, apologies if you're a huge fan of the Finnish Open 2-wheel drive scene as Sari gets it super sideways. Great stuff in the Datsun Finn. I'd be up for this, Timo.
Yeah?
Yeah, which one would you be? I'm the green one, obviously, because his name's Colli.
Oh, okay, so I take the Datsun. Okay. Because it's right in front of me.
Yeah, you're going to get fired off by me.
Whatever.
Yeah, in the next corner. Colli's going to have a go. Sorry, that hole has got quite big in the gravel right-hander. So Sari goes into the joke lap in the Datsun Finn. There's a few of these in the open two-wheel drive scene up here. Thomas van der Leyen has another one, which is worth watching, always spitting flames out. So Sari coming down is going to drop in behind Clementila. So Clementila, having joked, has actually moved up a position.
The M3 looks already a bit used already.
It does. The gravel here is harsh, isn't it?
Stones, pretty big stones sometimes.
They are definitely going to need a bit of paint. And typically, of course, the sun is now absolutely beaming down. You guys can see in the pictures the difference. The glare you can get off a wet road, though, can be really hard to see.
Yes, true.
So this is Vitikko out front in the Toyota Corolla. See now the Corolla. I'm trying to think who I think is synonymous with the Corolla. Probably, I think of Carlos Sainz.
Yes.
Probably because of the helmet through the screen.
Oh yeah.
Rally Jimmy,
yes.
Luis Moya when they lost the championship with like 100 meters to go.
Yeah.
Awful for them. Colli coming down the hill. Going to be close between him, but not quite there. Colli hasn't joked either behind Clementila, Sari and Hjelt have. The 69 car of it's Kostiainen looks so, on the brakes, just looks so twitchy. But out front, Vitikko is just miles in front, 9.4 seconds up the road. Vitikko is doing 49 nines, 50 zeros. Nobody else is even into, there is a 50. Clementila has done a 50.6. Oh, yeah. But nobody else is in the 49s. Most of them aren't in the 51, so it's a fair difference between them.
But you see, driving skills are pretty high, I have to say. When you see national series and cars like that, you most likely think like, oh, those guys are not so experienced. But the Finns and the Swedes, they have like, from like 8 or 9 years on, they are inside the car, in the forest, driving cars, whatever brand, ever make it is. They are skilled, very skilled drivers, even though in national classes.
Yeah, absolutely. Wet, slippery and gravelly conditions. Oh, look at that. And I tell you what, they're twitchy compared to a four-wheel drive supercar, aren't they, coming over the loose stuff. 6-lap finals, remember, 5 laps in the semis. We're done with the semis now, just the finals to come for Euro RX. Look at the way that lands. That's
so nice, so good.
Yeah. I reckon a few of the world drivers would like a landing like that, wouldn't they?
100%.
Yeah. Just looks really soft and compliant, doesn't it? I'm going to wait till the last lap. Oh, no, sorry, jokered already, Vitikko. My bad. So they've all jokered. Vitikko coming through.
Very good driving on Vitikko.
I notice Johan Kristoffersson's engineer Richard Brown is walking down the pit lane here, just having a glance across at the conditions.
Yeah, probably checking out turn 1 because it looked way more wet down there.
Yeah, it did indeed.
He is dry.
At the minute, behind us, the RX3 cars, I don't know what they're going to be on tyres-wise. So, do you reckon they're all on wets at the minute, Timo? I might send you running down there in a minute to have a look.
Probably front is wet, rears maybe not, I don't know.
Okay, well, we'll see. Vitikko out on the track, doing a fantastic job here. Miles in front, 8 seconds up the road, having jokered. An absolutely brilliant performance. Look at this, through the dirt, up the hill, and into the hairpin. So, fantastic job. Janne Vitikko won all 4 sessions and and the semi-final just to give himself on pole for the final, and Biķernieki sideways
nice
over the line, takes the win at World RX in Finland, the guest race for open two-wheel drive. Fantastic to have them here with us. It is Kostiainen who crosses the line for P2, qualified second, comes second in the Toyota Celica, and P3 over the line. It is Jari Klemetila in the BMW M3 from the back row of the grid. Kohli gets P4, Sari gets P5, and Hjelt will be circulating somewhere out there, I think, for the final position. Great stuff from open two-wheel drive. Come on, Hjelt. So Jana Hjelt crosses the line to round out the open two-wheel drive final locally here in Finland. Jana Biķernieki takes the win from Klaus Kostiainen, then it's Jari Klemetila, Marko Kohli, Mikko Sari, and Jana Hjelt. Let me know, Finnish people, how those
I love how you spell it.
I'm pretty stoked with those.
Yeah, true.
So Finnish people, send me a message. It's fine if it was terrible. I could
whatever.
Yeah, I try. I do like the Finnish language. We were saying, weren't we, the kids at breakfast from the football team, and it's just so musical the way they're all speaking. Really wet up in turn one, Timo. I think that for me, let's get on to looking forward to RX3 and Euro RX World RX. I think that's why they're taking the wet tyres. This end of the track is dry. The start line is dry.
Sun is out again.
Yeah, but turn one, there was standing water in it, unless they run the sweepers across it. But even then, it won't dry that quickly.
Just look down the pit lane. You see halfway through the pit lane, if you pass by it, it's wet. Yeah. So probably everything looks different maybe in turn 1 and 2. So if you approach on dry and then turning in turn 2 and 1 and 2 on the wet is difficult. It will be challenging.
It will be, but yeah, especially in RX3 cars. So the RX3 cars are behind, as you can see. I don't think anyone's on jacks anymore. The last car to be on jacks was Rogério Sousa, who was right behind us here. And they put wets onto the back of the car, so it is good having it right behind us. We've got people waving at the camera in the background. That's fine. There's a timing screen just where here, pointing. It's really, it's there. It's pointing in the background's hard, isn't it? Yeah, you know. Yeah. So that's where they're all hanging out. That is the grey cloud. That's over the far side of the track. So could we see some more rain this afternoon? Me and Timo wouldn't mind. Finals time here at the Kumi Ring for round 4 of Euro RX3, Euro RX1 and the FIA World Rallycross Championship. We've seen rain in the semi-finals for Euro RX particularly. One semi went out on dry tyres, didn't it? The second semi got the wets ready. I don't think it made much difference to what happened in turn 1.
Exactly.
Yeah, we've got RX3 coming up first of all. Let me find out where the championship standings are, and we'll run you through the points. There will be a slight difference. So Ribeiro, leads from Gerklis and Komochi. We know Komochi hasn't made it to the final. This is what you got coming up. Right now is the Euro RX3 final. 10 past 3 is the Euro RX1 final. And then at 3:30 is the final for the World Rallycross Championship. Alexei Koskinen has messaged me, your finish was mint. I'll take that. He was toppy spotter, wasn't he, originally? And cheers, Alexei. Okay. No! Mika Limatainen from race control. We've just heard 2-second penalty for Limatainen. As you look at the smoke in the background from the tyre warm, that's massive, much, isn't it? Yeah, but good. Limatainen, 2-second penalty. Limatainen, remember, is in the title fight with Bolevsky. Does that promote Bolevsky to the final is what we need to know. I think it does. Were they in the same semi? We try. I can't tell you we can't find from here. So they're going to come back to us in the TV truck. Sorry, I can't be working that kind of thing out live on air. That's just too much. I think they were. Yes, they were.
Yes,
I'm sure they were. So I think Bolevsky will be in the final. Limatainen won't. So it'll be the other way around than we thought. But we'll find out soon enough.
Okay.
Look at that.
Sousa as well, so they're scared of probably about turn 1.
Smoke show. Yeah, so that bit's dry now, definitely. The rest of the track, not so much. Bolevsky into the final. So championship leader is into the final and Limatainen is out. And I am disappointed for him. I kind of get it. He did move across quite hard in the run down to turn 1. So it is what it is. It was wet. They were all trying their hardest. He's racing at home. So unlucky to Limatainen and Bolevsky through. It's going to be fire. Stay with us. Euro RX3. Okay, the RX3 final for round 4 of the European Rallycross Championship for that category, coming to you from the Kumi Ring in Finland. You can see in the background the dark clouds. They've just passed through. And that means that we have got a wet track up in turn 1. The sweepers, in fact, look, you can see the wet in the bottom of your picture here. The start of the straight, Timo, is bone dry, and at the end of it, it's wet, and there was standing water in turn 1 in just the last final a few moments ago.
The start at turn 1 is always a big challenge, but adding some water, standing water like we saw. Oh, you see here, huh? He's frustrated.
I'm disappointed for him.
Yeah.
Really disappointed. Especially racing at home. Unlucky Mika. That's
very sorry for him.
Yeah, unfortunately, the last thing he wants right now is a camera, and I understand that, Timmy. You've been in that situation. Unfortunately, it's part of the game, but you just don't need it, and he's doing his best.
So hard on home ground.
Gutted. Okay, let's get ourselves ready for the first of our finals then this afternoon. Countdown is on. Rytis Gerklis on the pole with Nicholas Gellins alongside. Then it's Samuel Kovacs, Joao Ribeiro, Libor Tiges and Rogerio Souza. Gerklis, remember, is second in the standings to Joao Ribeiro, but took the top qualifier spot here. And he's trying to bring that points gap down. It was 15 when they came here, 69 to 54. He should get 3 points for the top qualifier spot, which means that it's down to 12 points.
So let's see if the second and third row will probably pull off well.
Here we go. Front-wheel drive cars in damp conditions. Got to get it away from the line nicely. They have done on the Gerklis and Gellins have got away really well. So's Ribeiro. Ribeiro, that's a clever move. Covers off the inside line to try and stop Kovacs coming through.
Pushing.
Oh, it's so slippery in turn 1. Sideways on the gas for Gerklis. Ribeiro.
Oh! Spins him around into the tire barrier. Oh, big carnage.
Oh, Ribeiro's turned him round there for me. That's contact.
That's a penalty.
Yeah, Gerklis has been pushed off wide. Gellins coming through. Kovacs. Rogerio Souza into the side of Kovacs.
Oh, they spin themselves around.
Almost gets it. Tiges holds on at the back as well. They're two abreast here. Rogerio Souza on the outside line. Tiges can look up. Timo front-wheel driving away. It's so hard.
It's no fun at all, I can tell you. This is a different challenge.
Rytis Gerklis, is he still carrying on around? Because if he is, it's going to depend whether or not Ribeiro gets a penalty. I'm trying to see if Gerklis is in the background. Has he gone joker? Yes, he has. Gerklis is in the background. Wait for him. There he is. Gerklis coming down the hill. This really, look, his door's open, Timo. This is really going to be about whether there's a penalty for that.
Yeah, it should be. Definitely. That was hard contact. Unnecessary.
Lots of damage on the cars.
Trying to close the door.
Yeah,
Gerklis,
the actual door rather than the door.
Yeah, true.
Oh, look, you can see into the car. He got turned around hard. He's doing the right thing to carry on. He was brilliant in wet conditions at Höljes. Ribeiro leads, but there was contact in the first corner, so what's going to be the outcome of that? Gellins P2, Kovacs P3, Tiges, Souza, Gerklis 9.3 off the back. Gellins 2.0 off the back. Look at the damage to Kovacs as well. There's bits of panel down the straight. It is, what do you do at this point, Tim? Again, looking forward, what are you going to do if you're in the Euro final, the World final? I think it's still wet just because of that one bit.
Yeah, it's very tricky because it's turn 1 and 2, so actually these are the most important corners on track. So very tricky to say what should I call at the moment. So probably both solutions could work. For the rest of the track, the slick and over there, you would have loved to have a rain tire, but we have seen in the past as well people running different compounds on the car, so front and rear axle probably different, maybe even just on one side different tire choice.
Yeah, that I always think. Have you tried it with the opposite?
Yeah, I just don't like it.
I don't understand how it works. I've seen it on the Monte Carlo Rally tons of times with studded tyres. Yeah, they go opposite corners. Yeah. I can't get my head around how it feels in the car. How does it feel?
Very weird. It feels like one side is pulling differently to the other side. So, or you have a front axle, rear axle, then actually the turning is way better or way worse compared to the other axle. It's not easy to handle that, but sometimes it could be the right call, but it's very tricky to call it at the right time. And you see the tire barrier is so much going on the inside. They're cutting through the grass, which means they pull even more dirt from the apex in turn 2 towards the tarmac pit, which is making the rotation there even more difficult for the next couple of laps.
Such tricky conditions for them, and we'll try and keep an eye. I say we might even, team, I might get you to run down in a minute if we've got time. We'll find out from our producer if you've got time to run to the pre-grid and have a look at tyres and see who's done what. Let's see how we're doing for time. But Ribeiro leads from Gellens. Still Kovacs comes out of the Joker and slots in front. No, moves down, sorry, to P5 with Gerklis. I feel for Gerklis the most because there's nothing the stewards can do.
Oh, again a hard move.
Now Gerklis is a bit, which I would be. And I feel for him because, say, doesn't matter what penalty they give Ribeiro unless they disqualify him, black flag.
Yeah.
What a difference it makes to Gerklis. So, yeah, tricky. And that's why I would never want to be a steward. Ribeiro then up into the Joker lap. He's got another lap to go after this one. Gellens has gone with him. So Ribeiro and Gellens gone in. Rogerio Sousa on the standard lap with a lot of damage to the front of the car. I think they're both going to get there before him. Sousa's going really well in this point. He's a little bit hot into the hairpin this time round. A train of cars in the background. We've got a lap to go now and everybody has jokered. Look at Sousa taking the defensive line. Also, though, Timo, I think the dirt's getting spread out.
Exactly, yes. And it's getting more and more dry on the entry, but still here. You see, you have to hook in on the inside, on the edge of the tarmac. People with front-wheel drive cars even more are hooking in. And Sousa, bad exit on 2 and 3 is there.
Tejes into him. Tap the barrier on the way in.
Nice.
A little bit deep from Sousa out front. Okay, then Ribeiro coming up, the championship leader. There was a bit of contact in the first corner. Whether or not there's going to be any penalty for it, we don't know. But Ribeiro has done what he needed to do, controlled what he can control, which is to take the win here in Finland. So the championship leader, Ribeiro, crosses the line in P1. P2 goes to Gellens. It's a great result for Gellens. Have a P2 back at Höljes as well. And P3 goes to Rogerio Sousa. And that is the first podium for Rogerio Sousa in P3. Great drive. Tejes and Kovacs, P4 and P5. Gerklis, look, after the contact in the first corner, misses out with P6. Rogerio Sousa with the car. They like that one. There was a fair bit of carnage down at the first corner. João Ribeiro takes it. Then we've got Nicolas Gellens and Rogerio Sousa. And then it's Tejes, Kovacs and Gerklis. Our top 6. Timo's going to go look at the tyres. Go for it, Timo. I'm going to put the lights on in here and see if that... I don't think it's going to help me see the tyres from here. The sky is grey. It really is. I can't see if anything's under investigation either, but let's have a look at this and we can try and make our own minds up about what we think. Ribeiro, white and blue on the outside. Gellens gets a good start, as does Gerklis. This was great from Ribeiro. And to be fair, I don't think there will be intention here. There's a tap for Gerklis, he's sideways. Ribeiro goes up the... Yeah, it's a bit optimistic. I think that's a bit optimistic. Gerklis gets fired out of the way. Ribeiro goes through as... it was Nicolas Gronem who was saying earlier, the tiniest of touch in these conditions, and you can be sent a long, long way offline. And if you look how wet it is still in the outside of turn 3, offline in turn 1. Look at this, that's turn 1 at the end of this race, and it's still wet down there. Maybe we can use the track cameras in a minute to take a look at turns 1, 2 and 3 particularly. They're the ones that were in that wet. It's dry at this end of the circuit. It's like the rainstorm was crossed halfway up the pit building, which you can see on your left now. Roughly where the spotters tower is on your left, the high bar where everyone's standing. The rain came across just 50, 100 metres past that and soaked the far end of the track. Timo Scheider has done a lap of all the cars and he's looking at the various tyre choices. And he's making his way back to commentary. He looks very pleased with himself, so hopefully he knows what's going on. There is Timo walking back in the middle of your shot, ladies and gentlemen. Timo Scheider walking, there he is, and waving. So Scheider coming back up to commentary with myself, and we can see the last-minute changes going on as we get ready for Euro RX. Timo just come back from the grid down there, and I can still see at the front. Is it Tam? I think.
Yes, it's Tam, and they're all changing to wet tires.
Full wet.
All wets, full wets. So there's no one with a mixed set up, so basically all go on rain tires.
Okay, and when we were looking at the replays there, it is still super wet. I don't know if we can take a look at turn 1 or 2 and see how wet it is, but offline in turn 3 particularly, it is really, here, this was really wet on the outside, bottom right of this shot. Super wet. So Marie Pekkanen is with our winner from João Ribeiro from RX3.
Huge congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
How tricky was it?
Yeah, very tricky. It was a very tough day. So in that final, I put all the knowledge that I have, and I fail a lot during of this day. But now I do quite well the final. The pace was good. I have a little bit on a touch on the beginning. I don't know who was the guilty. I see my opponent open a little bit, but yeah, in the end of the race I won, and so happy for the championship. It's mega. So thanks for my guys and everybody there in home who supported me.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, so João Ribeiro saying he wasn't sure about the contact in turn 1. He saw an opportunity, went for it. I get it. We are hearing it is. Yes, it is. RX3 final 99 and 22 under investigation. So that is Rytis Gerklis and João Ribeiro, the P1 and P2 drivers in the championship.
Well, if you're in the final, you have to do it, and you have to send it, you have to commit to a decision. And those guys have done. In the end of the day, it's always not nice if the stewards are taking down the results or taking penalties on stuff like that. But it's racing. I guess we will see it again on the replay right now.
Yeah, you were out looking at tyres. Have a look at this for us. Ribeiro's slotted in behind Gerklis here on the inside. Look.
He pushed him already a little bit before, made him run wide, opened the gap like that. And then he's trying to dive in again on the inside,
We've got it super slow here. Look, now he's coming in.
Now he's coming again.
I think Gerklis is still in front of him at this point.
Oh, yes, by far. So Ribeiro just
in front like this, isn't it?
Yes, right on the edge, on the rear right corner.
I'm not going to call what the penalty's going to be. I think what you got to remember is Gerklis is at the back of that final, so whatever they do with Ribeiro, Gerklis would then get.
Yeah.
It depends what the penalty is. If it's a time penalty and they just take a few points off Ribeiro, but remember that Gerklis had taken 3 off him in qualifying. If Ribeiro was DQ'd, he'd get nothing, I think. Black flag is 0, isn't it? Which would mean that Gerklis would get 14 points, and that would put Gerklis into the lead heading to Turkey. On the other hand, if they go it's a racing incident, which they could do, it's wet and slippery out there, then he will go to the final with an even bigger lead. He'll be 12 points up, so minus the 3, he would have extended his lead by 10. So, or something along those lines. Terrible live maths for you here from the World Rallycross Championship. How did you do in maths at school, Timmy?
Well, so.
What a great team we make. Johan Kristoffersson leads the championship, as you can see in the World Championship, 75 points to 67. Just up here, look. No, there. I knew I'd point the wrong way. Timmy Hansen, P3, Ola Christian Baby, P4, Rutgen and Kevin Hansen, Clara Anderson, Patrick O'Donovan, Gustav Bergström. Pelfren as well as take apart Timo.
Is it drizzling again?
No, but look at the cloud. I think there's still a...
over there, look over there. I don't think this is coming.
It's closing
this is,
in though, isn't it?
Exactly, this is very nasty.
And the Euro guys are getting ready now. Oh. Look at that. That's what we're looking at. So that is, I think, the far side of the circuit, or is it behind us?
This is...
I don't know. It's dark all around us. This is the worst it's looked all day.
Over there is a pretty big cloud, and it's raining.
Oh, yeah, it is raining just on the horizon, which would be... Well, not even the horizon. I reckon it's raining about a kilometre or 2 away.
The world guys coming up with slick tires so far.
But they are also going to be... The tyre racks are 100% coming with them. You can see 100%. In the background that... There we go. There's... Who's in that? Well, that's Jerome. You can tell from the Belgian hat. So I spoke to Jerome yesterday, the Belgian hat. He's been paddock manager in World RX, Nitro Rallycross, Rally X, all sorts of things. You'll always know him if you see him because he wears that Belgian hat. Now he buys one of those Belgian hats per day for the events. He said he buys 25 at the start of the season in a box because they get dirty so quickly working in the Rallycross paddock that he has to get rid of me. And he wears it because it was a bet with his mates about 10 years ago at Mete in the World Championship. So thanks to Jerome for all his help and everybody else who's helped work on this brilliant event. European Rallycross Championship for RX1 cars. That's supercars And the front row, wow, I don't think we were expecting this. It's Mikko Tam, who makes his debut in the European Championship here today, and Mats Öhman.
What a front row.
It is indeed, isn't it? It is indeed. What if Öhman won it? That would be epic, wouldn't it?
I would take it.
I would too.
Yeah.
I would too, just for the respect for the guy.
Exactly.
But he's, it's not going to be that easy with the likes of Enland and Co in the background. You've got Enland, you've got Litvinovic. We're on to the final. As you can see, 6 cars, top 3 make up our podium. Championship points up for grabs. Bolevsky is Bolevsky in or no? Did we say he was? Yes, he is. He's on the outside of, sorry, he's on the inside of the back row. So Bolevsky makes it where Limitainen doesn't. And that was what was key, is that Bolevsky got the TQ, so would have extended his lead by 3 points anyway. So it would have gone up to 7 points. But now Limitainen's not in. Yeah, tricky. Mikko Tam, pole position, Mats Öhman alongside him. Either of those two winning would be an incredible result for them. Martin Enlund and Damien Litvinovic on row 2, Juri Bolevsky and Mikko Ikonen on row 3. We're waiting to get these cars underway. I'm pretty sure they would like to get away as quickly as they possibly could. Delayed start is the sign that's being held up to the drivers. Have we still got something on track? Doing some track cleaning maybe. Down in the pre-grid, people are shouting. Ah, they're calling Mikko Limitainen up. Limitainen is running up the pit lane now.
What's this?
Limitainen's running up the pit lane now. Surely, are they waiting on a last-minute decision? What's going on? Or has he come to see Rukkonen? No, he's come to see Rukkonen. So he's come to see Rukkonen. Are we good for the start?
But now he actually gets his hands device on.
It's a limit. Right, the World Championship final is going first. Limitainen is behind us. Limitainen is behind us, putting his hands device on. There he is. He's putting his hands device on. He's talking to his teammate Rukkonen, who's in the World Championship. Right, so this will be to do with who the penalty, whether or not it was applied or allowed or what. There will be all sorts going on here. Bolevsky will be in full panic mode at the back of the grid because this could cost him big time. It's only when we heard shouting behind us from Rutkanen's team, and Limitainen ran past.
Yeah, Limitainen's car is coming to the grid, pre-grid at least, and he puts on his helmet. So let's see what they're going to do.
So Limitainen, yeah.
He just goes to the car, and he will be part of it, as it looks like.
So they're just going to swap one car, or they're going to send the Worlds out first? The World cars are up on Jack's look at the front, because they weren't expecting, they thinking they had another 5 minutes on the decisions. Yeah. KMS down there.
Yeah, you see those guys are ready to go, but...
Johan's got his hands device and his crash helmet on. The tyre rack behind. Maybe we can get our RF cameraman to take a look at what's happening on that front car of Kristoffersson. Are they putting wets on or dries on? It's just behind. It's where Raoul is. Good lad down there. What tyres are going on, or are they working on the car? He's trying to squeeze through between them. Timmy, that's dampers changes.
Yes.
The dampers or the ride height, maybe?
Ride height, so it's the spring height, yeah.
So it is wet tyres that they've got off.
So there's quite a bit of confusion here. So now...
This is what we like.
RX1 guys.
The Euro RX1 grid
go now. Now
there.
There's a quad right in front of the grid, so they will take the RX1
off on the grid. Is someone been? Yes, they are. Who's been towed off? Tam?
No, they send everyone off.
Them off.
They're sending everyone off the grid.
Right. The World Championship final is going to go first. Wow. Okay. So been doing this quite a long time, and I don't think I've ever seen this happen. I've seen a race start and then wait for the restart, put another final in.
Yeah.
But that grid was ready to go. We just heard about the penalty for Limatainen, who looked so disappointed. He ran down the pit lane. The World Championship drivers now have been caught on the hop. They had their fleeces on, not their race suits. They're sticking crash helmets on. Everybody's getting ready. Look, last minute. This is not the prep they normally do,
No,
Timmy. They all have a system.
Yeah, and it starts drizzling a little bit, few drops coming down again. And if this cloud right next to us is coming down now,
it would be wild.
Yeah, preparation, like you said, is for sure not the normal procedure, not the normal way. Normally they would have had like another 5 to 10 minutes at least, and right now they just got called to the grid, and the raindrops increasing a little bit. Here we see the RX1 guys coming back, going back to the paddock.
Oh, they're coming back here, aren't they? They're just going to sit in the pre-grid behind us, I think.
See, rain tires have been on.
Oh, wow, imagine if it rains for them and not for World. It would have been the other way around. They're all going to be thinking that, aren't they? Where is Bolevski's coming back in the queue with us? You can see him in your pictures. That's KMS changing
back to
ride height again on OC's car now. So Timo, they're turning around the spring preload, aren't they?
Yes,
effectively,
exactly.
to change the height of the spring on the back of the car. Good old bit of drama here.
Are they going for wet tires? Probably yes.
Rutkanen with a little nod to the team. He seems good to go.
What tires do they have? Grönholm, slick tires. Johan, rain tires in the front at least.
What did you see on Grönholm? Oh,
slick tires.
Slicks.
Yeah, and rain on the rear as well. Yes.
This is a proper gamble then. So you think Niklas is gambling on slicks?
Yeah, so far. If there's no more rain coming, this could be a very special call. I haven't seen that.
No, it's hard to see there. See, Raul, can you get closer on the previous car? Timmy, there's Timmy. This one. Go for Timmy. Go on. Timmy.
Slick tires.
Slicks.
Yeah, slicks in the front.
Further round.
Yeah, rain tires next to him.
Yeah, further. Keep it going. That's the one on this car. What's Vaby got?
On the back is wet tires. Yeah.
Was he wet? Okay, so KMS have gone with wets, we think, yeah?
Yeah, and Grönholm, as I saw so far, it looks from slick tires from now.
Okay.
There's no more rain at the moment. It's not drizzling anymore.
It's hammering down over there, though, Timo.
Oh, yeah. Let's
just to our right.
Niklas is praying not to get this over.
Niklas is looking out of the window like he's not sure what's going on. Whether or not it's the right decision. They're giving a big old tyre warm on the run to the grid. And they head out now. I wonder what Rutkanen... Did we see what Rutkanen was on?
No, unfortunately not. I haven't seen anything from here.
If I were Rutkanen, I'd have gambled on slicks, but...
Yes. In the back row, you have nothing to lose. You can go all in. But this can make a huge impact between Johan Kristoffersson and Niklas going from the start line. One with slicks, one with rain tires. So this could be a big advantage.
I'm excited. Yeah. Really, you know what I mean, don't you? There are times in this wonderful, wonderful series where you just get the goosebumps before the final even starts. 2019 South Africa was a good one. Clearly, what's at stake here is not the same as what was at stake there. But when it's a little bit exciting, it's fun to see. We're going to send Raul, our cameraman, out to the grid, to the back, to see if we can see what tyres Rutkanen is on.
Yeah.
So you're pretty sure Grönholm's on slicks?
Yes.
So we think Grönholm on slicks, and we're going to see what Rutkanen's on. Rutkanen on slicks. We're hearing from Rutkanen is on slicks.
Yeah, I guess Johan is on full wet, front and rear axle. The rest, we are not 100% sure. It looked like they are on rain tires. I'm not sure if the last row is too, but maybe you just picked up some more information. Here's Rutkanen. He's coming with
Yeah, it was Tierney, our social media manager, was down. He said that Rukkonen and the Hansens are on slicks.
On slicks too, all right.
We think. Let's have a look. Go on, get in there.
It looks
get in there. Go on.
Yeah,
we'll have a look.
This is slick tire.
Okay, slicks. Can we check Gronholm on the front row one more time? Go on, Rule. See if you can do it. Don't get run over though. That'd be terrible.
Please.
Okay, maybe we can't. I think it's too late. Okay.
But I'm pretty sure he was on slick tires too.
So we think then that only KMS have gone on wets. We think. We're going with that.
We haven't seen OC, yeah, but here we go. Here's Gronholm. It's slick tire.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. This is one for the books then.
And front tires.
Oh, wets on the front. So
was
it's
it wet?
Yeah.
It did look.
Okay, here we go, getting ourselves ready for the final of World RX from Finland. Johan Kristoffersson on the pole from Niklas Gronholm. Ola Christian Baby and Kevin Hansen on row 2. Timmy Hansen and Juha Rukkonen on row 3. So Hansen, Rukkonen, yeah, on slicks, everyone else on wets. Do you think Gronholm's on slicks on the back?
On the back for sure. On the front was
wets,
a bit weird.
I think.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're about to find out. You'll hear when the start comes because Rukkonen's going to light the fuse on the anti-lag at the back. Is the slick tyre gamble going to pay off? Could we see something very special here in Finland? Maybe a win for Gronholm. Anti-lag's up in the background for Rukkonen. He wants a mega launch from there. He's going to get something done. Green light, we're away. From the side, Baby gets a mega start. Gronholm shuts the door immediately on Christensen. Baby into Gronholm. On the outside line, Hansen. Is it Kevin? I think trying to go long way round, gets a nudge. Kevin's in the way, he's on the throttle. Rukkonen on the inside. P2. Rukkonen's got jumped the back of the grid.
Into the barrier.
Brilliant by Johan Rukkonen. He goes into the lead, Timo.
And Niklas is off the race.
Oh no, Niklas Gronholm's gone. It was Gronholm in the first corner. On board with Kristoffersson, his eyes are wide. You rarely see that from Johan Kristoffersson. Niklas Gronholm, unfortunately here, the victim in the conditions. But Rukkonen, for me, didn't touch anybody in that run, and he's gone with the internal combustion car from the back of the grid. Oh, no,
Niklas.
Got it at home. Over the wall, it's over for Niklas Gronholm here, but it's not a perfect result for Kristoffersson. Kristoffersson is down as well, so Kevin Hansen, OC Baby have gone joker. Oh, and on the brakes, Timmy Hansen's a bit too late. He gets in the wet, now he's going to run even deeper. But he looks
like the rear left looks banded on the car of Timmy. You see the rear left is facing not straight anymore.
Wow, okay, so Rukkonen out front. Baby's gone and he's 3.8 off the back. I don't know when you go if you're Rukkonen now, because Baby has got clear air. Baby and Kristoffersson we know are on west. Rukkonen on dry.
Timmy is in trouble with the rear tyre.
Kristoffersson passes Timmy Hansen. Timmy goes into the joker. Timo Scheider spotted. There's a problem with the back of Timmy's car. But out front, it's Rukkonen versus Kristoffersson. It's internal combustion versus electric. Juha Rukkonen looking for the win at home in Finland. Wouldn't that be amazing? Kevin Hansen comes out behind Timmy.
Yeah, you see Timmy's not going straight.
Timmy, sorry, no, he's not. He's crabbing badly, isn't he?
Yeah, you see that.
Timmy's really struggling with that car. Okay, so he's going to be out of this as well. Gronholm's out already. Up front, then it's about Baby. Baby might have this in the bag. He's only 2.8 back.
Yeah, and you're closing to Rukkonen, big time. Now he's on the bumper.
I think wets were right, Timo.
Oh yeah, probably.
I think wets were right. It's not raining out there now. He's in. I mean, we're seeing a lot of wet on the front of Kristoffersson. Oh,
Rukkonen goes joker.
Rukkonen's gone into the joker lap, so he's got himself out of the melee. Kristoffersson from Baby. Baby is the person who
not
leads
enough
the joker
for Rukkonen to cover off Baby.
And he might not be able to cover off Kevin Hansen either. He just gets out in front of him. This is a mega drive by Rukkonen. It's not raining on track from what we can see, but it is ultra slippery in certain sections. On board now with Kevin Hansen looking at Rukkonen in front. Rukkonen with just the wheel arch hanging off the car. Here you are with Kevin, a little bit of handbrake. What do you think then, Timo? What was the right choice for tyres?
Well, you see that Rukkonen now is a bit struggling in sector 1, but the rest of the track on the gravel, when you're a bit wet spots are there, this is for sure an advantage for the rain tyre.
So Rukkonen under pressure from Hansen. Baby in front as Jokerden as well, and he's only 2.2 back. So Johan would drop to P4 according to our predictor, so he would be right in the middle of this, but you cannot cannot bet against Johan Kristoffersson putting in a brilliant lap. He's not going to win it from there, not with Baby that close behind. I'll tell you what, you can't say that, Andrew. He could win it from there. But with Baby having choked already, Timo, 2.5 would easily be enough. OC's just got to keep it tidy.
Yeah, Johan is the quickest guy on track from pure lap time. It's like 4/5/10 quicker than OC at the moment. But OC, like we know, has Joker already 2.5 seconds ahead in that case.
So 2.5, will the gap go up or down? You can watch that and see. Kristoffersson stays out for one more lap. So Johan is determined to put the laps in and try and take the points off his teammate, OC Baby. I don't think there'll be team orders.
Trying on red corner in mid-contact.
So we're here in World, the contact in the turn 1 and turn 2 is under investigation. We'll have to have a look at the replays for that one. In the meantime, we'll just concentrate on the action. Kristoffersson puts the gap up by 1/10 of a second. Baby's going with him here. And at the pace they're going, unless Baby's asked to back off for championship points, which I don't think they'll do.
Nope, I
don't think they'll do it, but we'll see. Coming round on this final lap. Bonkers, absolutely mad, it really is.
Kevin is trying hard to give Rükkinen a hard time of staying ahead.
Kristoffersson then into the Joker lap against his teammate Baby on the inside. Baby's only got 3 now. The gap's gone up. Kristoffersson flings it off the top. Kristoffersson down to the bottom here. Has he got it done? Smoke from the back of the car. Baby over the line. Kristoffersson inside line. Baby over the line for his second World RX win. What a brilliant drive by him. It's a KMS 1-2 on the wet tyres.
Oh, he blew off the tyre.
Yes! With the
last corner.
At the end.
Oh my God.
Rükkinen gets P3 with the internal combustion car. Brilliant.
What a race. All in from Johan in the Joker lap. Came down the hill sideways into the last corner. Well done, KMS. Great job. 1-2. This time in the other way around. So it's OC Baby.
Umbrellas are up, look, and ponchos are on down in turn 1. Is it going to rain again for the Euro guys? They got it in the semis. Might they get it in the finals as well? Ola Christian Baby with his second World Rallycross Championship race win. Johan Kristoffersson gets P2. Brilliant by him in terms of championship position. Juha Rükkinen, what a drive off the start to get to P1 in turn 1. Turn 2 was epic, but we do need to see what happened down there. Kevin Hansen, Timmy Hansen, P4 and P5. Nicholas Gronow at DNF. Absolutely gutted about that for him racing at home. But we do have a Finn on the podium. Kristoffersson with the glasses steamed up. Look, here comes OC Baby. He's coming past the commentary box. His fist pumps for his team. He's absolutely made up with it. Should have got him parked in behind us, really, shouldn't we? Where's he headed? Yes, he is. He's headed over to the boards behind us here in the commentary position. Kristoffersson, I say his glasses steamed up. There's that smell, you know, of wet mud on cars, which you get when the temperatures are really high underneath them on the brakes and everything. Yes, OC, well done, mate. Fantastic. OC Baby with the win in the World Rallycross Championship here in Finland. Brilliant job by him. Second win, 16th podium in his 27th final out of 31 starts. He's got a good record, he has. He walks into the garage where the scrutineering is going to happen. Rükkinen did a great job there, and they're now sending him out. So yeah, it's Hank is sending him in. Right, let's take a look at turn 1. Timo, you talk us through this, mate. You're the pro.
Well, everyone tried to make their own space. Niklas was clear out front. Now he got...
Kevin got hit there by, was it by OC? Yes,
and
it was.
And Rükkinen on the inside pushed Grönholm wide, so Grönholm went wide, and there was, I think it was Johan who clipped his front right, and then, yeah, is it Johan? Yeah, probably.
Or is it OC at the back? Is it Johan, you think?
At least, well, we can say for sure that there was contact, and due to this, Niklas was out of the race.
I didn't see anything there that I thought was shocking. Like in Super 16,
we are talking about a final in a World RX event, so it's always all in. Of course, it should be fair and square, but in the end of the day, rubbing is racing.
Yeah.
Till you're not going over the limit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there we go. It's all gone off here in Finland. It's all got interesting, it really has. Well, the Hansens are pulling down into their holding area just by the commentary box as well. I've just seen the line of Super 1600 cars behind us as well. Brilliant atmosphere here as we get ready for the final race of the day, which today is going to be Euro RX. European Rallycross Championship for RX1 cars. The final coming up now. It was delayed after last-minute decision-making, but I don't think the decision has been changed. Topi Heikkinen went up to see the stewards and was looking to get it overturned, but it is Bolevski who's on the back of the grid with Mikko Heikkinen. Row 2 is Enlund and Litvinovic. Row 1 is Maiko Tam on the pole and Mats Oman alongside him. Oman, Tam, Litvinovic, definitely not one round to the European Championship. Bolevski we know has. Heikkinen and Enlund, I'm not sure on, having not been here last year. I think it's everyone. I don't think Enlund has either. I think it's everyone except Bolevski hasn't won a race. So Bolevski at the back, the championship leader, but everybody else looking to pick up a first Euro RX win.
Look, the dirt after the first couple of meters. You will see the dirt coming from the normal track to the start finish line. Let's see if this has any effect on traction from the line.
Huge pressure on all of these drivers to try and get a great result. Oman needs a good start from the front row. They all do. Row 2 was good before. Can Enlund get it? He does.
Good start from Oman.
Maiko Tam on the inside line. Enlund slots in behind him. Oman going for that outside line.
Oh, there's rain in Germany. Rain, a lot of rain.
It's pouring with rain. It's absolutely hammering down. Heikkinen tries to go around the outside line and gets into the whole shot. So Heikkinen gets to turn 1 first. Then it's Tam, Enlund. It's Oman behind Litvinovic, and now up the inside.
Bolevski is coming.
1 place, now 2 places, maybe around the outside of Oman.
Oman sends him wide, Bolevski back.
Litvinovic up the inside now. Oman going to try and take the place back, but Heikkinen leads at home here. Wow, the rain, Timo.
Just in turn 1 again. He has nothing.
Okay, this first lap then, the front 3 head to the standard lap. In behind, it's Litvinovic who goes to the joke lap immediately. Look at the inputs inside the car, trying to get it done. And heading down onto the straight, Heikkinen comes with Tam and Enlund. They head down the sideways in the background. Bolevski still in P6.
There's pouring down the rain.
It's just crazy, isn't it? The difference in the weather from one end to the other is unbelievable. Up into that first corner. If this had been the world final as well, it would have been the other way. Tam up the inside of Heikkinen. Heikkinen runs wide. Maiko Tam tries for it, straightens the steering out, gets into real trouble. So barrier tap in the background for Enlund. Heikkinen now going defensive. This could cost him, Timo.
Yeah, that's true. But Tam was also very smart of not going too aggressive. Otherwise, they would have lost way more time. Tam
should go joker. Go on, go for it. Just go.
Nice ace.
I think I would have done. He had the pace on Heikkinen, and he's got the gap on Litvinovic. I would have gone joker there. They're in this battle of 4 cars now in the background. Oman's run a little bit deep, looking at the loose stuff. So Oman's going to drop off the back of this pack. Heikkinen from Tam over the line, and Enlund. Late on the brakes, Maiko looking for the outside
inside, send it!
Yes, he does! Maiko Tam late on the brakes up the inside of Heikkinen, that's a brilliant pass.
Very good. Very smooth, clean on the inside, covered off.
Just nicely done, block pass on Heikkinen. Maiko Tam passes him for the lead on lap 3. On the standard lap, didn't even need the joker for it. At the minute, Bolevski, 47.6 has gone quickest on this lap. He's only 4.3 back. Tam needs to think about whether he covers Bolevski or whether he carries on. Carry on, Timo. Enlund goes joker. So Enlund's gone from P3. This is probably in response to Bolevski, but it's going to be too late because Bolevski, as you can see on the inside, is already there. Oman is still holding on to P3 at the moment as they come down over the line. Enlund's going to drop down now. He does get out just in front of Litvinovic. Oh, look at Bolevski in the water coming off the wipers as well. High pressure from a huge water bottle in these cars to try and keep the clear screen in the muddy conditions. Maiko Tam has 3.7. Bolevski is close enough, but is he going to get? Is he in clear air? He is. Bolevski's in the box seat here again. He's so good at recovering drive, Timo.
So let's see if Tam goes joker or if he stays another lap.
He needs Oman not to go.
Yeah.
And Oman, he now needs Bolevski to get on the back of these two.
Yeah, just to hold him back a little bit.
At the minute, we're saying Maiko Tam.
Yeah, and there is some contact between Oman and Bolevski already on the back.
So Bolevski now in traffic. This is where Maiko Tam needs to nail in those really quick laps. The TV team around us are frantically wrapping up electrics in plastic bags, trying to keep everything dry. It is pouring with rain down in turn 1.
Just in turn 1, man. It's just 300 meters down the road and he has read nothing.
Heikkinen sideways, Oman gets outside. Bolevski big time. Yes. Bolevski looks to the inside line. The gap has gone up to 3.5. So Maiko Tam could go now. He could wait 1 more lap. If they release him, what do you do, Timo?
I would joker now. They're right in the game.
and they don't. So Tam stays out. I'm with you. I might have gone because of the carnage behind, but none of them go.
None of them. This is good, actually. Yeah, this is good.
That's worked in his favour. So Mikko Tam coming down the hill.
Contact. Palevski got turnaround.
Oh, Palevski's gone. Palevski's gone. And he's been collected by Litvinenich, the championship leader. He's parked up in the corner, sideways from Ikonen in the background. Omen trying to come around. Oh, and his tyre's gone. Blows the tyre, and Ikonen destroys the rear left quarter. He's on the lock stop trying to hold on to it. Can he get that turned in? Come on, Ikonen.
Come on.
Get it in. He's on the grass on the outside. Game over for him. The rear left is gone. So Mikko Tam, Omen, and Enland all in the top three. This is amazing, Timo. Okay, where's Tam? Here he is.
Last lap, they need to jogger now.
He's going to go in this time. Mikko Tam stepping up this weekend for the first time ever to the FIA European Rallycross Championship. He knew it was a big step up. He's been enjoying himself all weekend.
Normal line, there's cars parked on the inside.
Down onto the finish line here. Tam's going to take his first ever win and his first ever event to the European Rallycross Championship. In the background now, side by side, who gets it? Enland
from Herman. What a race.
With the win on his debut in the European Rallycross Championship. What a brilliant drive by the Estonian. Flags are flying from his family. The flames are flying. The fireworks are off. Timo Scheider, you let him go. Have a chat with the guys. What a brilliant result for Tam. Fireworks here in Finland. Wow, wow, wow. This is Ikonen coming in with the rear left tyre completely blown to bits. You saw it explode at the end of the straight. Oh, look at that. Finnish flag colours from the fireworks. Great stuff. Incredible. Mikko Tam takes the win on his debut at this level. I think that's fantastic for him. I really do. See a driver step up and do a result like that in conditions like this. Mikko Tam takes the win. Just fantastic, it really is. Martin Ellen P2, Mats Omen P3, and it's Ikonen, Palevski and Litvinenich. Wow, take a breath, I am. Right, let's have a look at this again. The RX1 final, turn 5 is under investigation. Lap 5, turn 7. That'll be the spin from Palevski. Ikonen to the outside, look. No contact with Tam. Tam and him are really good on the brakes into turn 1. To be fair, turn 1 was really tidy. The best of the 3 finals, I would suggest. This was Tam's move for the lead. Super clean up the inside into turn 2. What a brilliant drive by him there. Then a little bit of handbrake just to turn it in to make sure he didn't get pushed from behind. This was Omen and Palevski. Palevski's tactics nearly worked out, but unfortunately for him, he caught this battle and they weren't willing to go joker. Ikonen and Omen were fighting it out and Palevski was caught behind them, and that just gave Mikko Tam enough time to get away. That was where he got turned around. Then he drove into Litvinenich. Nothing either of them could have done about that. Watch this from Ikonen. Boom. There it is. Wow. So all that contact likely will have cut the tyre, and then he does his very best to try and get around the outside and hold on to it, but ends up in the grass and the dirt on the outside. Mikko Tam with 2 absolutely brilliant drives in the semi-final and the final. Don't forget, he was only on row 2 in semi-final number 1. The rain came, the carnage came, and the Estonian got it done. He takes his win here on his debut in the European Rallycross Championship. What a drive. Let's go find Timo Scheider. He's with our P3 driver. Where you at, Timo?
You are. It's a P3 on home ground. Talk us through the race.
It's amazing. I'm not never, to be honest, know what happened in the first corner because, okay, I'm waiting. I know the track is too sleepy, and I'm waiting when the guys maybe little come out, and he's do that, and I find the hole here.
You did well, I have to say. There was quite some carnage due to the rain we've had. Have you been clear with the tire choice right before, or it was just guessing?
We have to know time to change the tires, and we trust that enough.
So what does it mean? What does it mean for you to be on the podium here on home ground?
A lot. Here is my lot of sponsors, and everything is here, and he's watching there, and that is really important.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Enjoy and celebrate.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at the standings then after Finland. Johan Kristoffersson leads the title chase by 15 points from Niklas Gronholm. OC Baby's in P3. He's taken that from Timmy Hansen, who's in 4th. Juha Rukkanen's 3rd place here sees him P5 in the standings. Kevin Hansen, Clara Anderson and Patrick O'Donovan are your top 8. 2 rounds to go, remember, in Turkey. We've got a double header there. Timo Scheider has got our 2nd place driver from the World Championship final.
Johan, P2 in the end. Tell us through the carnage in the beginning. I think there was a lot of stuff going on. From your perspective, what happened in turn 1?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I had too much wheel spin in the start, so Niklas had a good start. And yeah, T1 was quite okay, and then yeah, Rukkanen came on the inside of me in turn 2, and then yeah, the train arrived, and Niklas got even wider than I was. And then, yeah, I saw Niklas was there for the rest of the final. I was quite lucky in the end after my first 2 corners that I managed to go away from there and then managed to have quite a clear run with people jokering ahead of me. Yeah. So I was lucky with that, but then, of course, disappointed not being able to have the pace to match Ole Christian for the win.
But in the end, you did all in and you went down the Joker lap, and I guess you got a puncture in the last corner, right?
Yeah, I did. So yeah, that was unfortunate, but yeah, I had a small gap to Ole Christian, so I knew I had to try, and did the same in Q4. Got a puncture then as well, so tried again with the rain tires, but also got a puncture. So yeah, didn't work out this time, but very, very happy for the team. Very happy for Ole Christian on his 2nd win, and he drove very well in the final. So changing conditions, and looks like our car is yeah, performing well in different conditions, so very happy with that. Good job for the guys.
So you should celebrate now. Well done. So thank you very much. Celebrate P2 and the team's success.
Thank you.
So Kristoffersson very happy with the result for the team. Obviously he wanted to take the win, and he did say Baby drove well. He did, because we know how good Kristoffersson is in those pressure moments. And it means that Kristoffersson Motorsport KMS go to Turkey with a 40-point lead over Volvo Construction Equipment dealer team. So 131 to 171. Hansen World RX team on 123. There is still definitely a fight on for P2 in this championship for the teams. Timo Scheider is with OC Baby, who takes his 2nd ever win in the World Championship as the rain is now pouring down here in Finland.
Well, Christian, P1, I guess you are super, super happy and stoked about that result.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been an up and down weekend, you know, but of course it feels good with a win, and you know, 1 and 2 again, except this time, you know, we just swapped positions, me and Johan, so no, it feels really, really good, and finally but another win, you know. That was first one in Turkey last year, and then feels nice to keep up and getting another one. And it was a kind of a crazy final. This first corner, I don't know, I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know what happened, but I just found a hole, you know, to go, and then I end up coming out behind Johan. So yeah, some luck, but you know, I kept up the pace with Johan, and he did manage to beat me on the Joker.
I just saw your rear left tire is also flat. Did you just got in the last lap, or when did this happen?
Actually, I don't know. I felt it on the brake, you know, into the last corner a little bit, but yeah, you see Johan also has one, so I mean, we both had it, so that's how it is.
Anyway, well done, congratulations, 2nd victory in the World RX. All the best, and celebrate.
Thank you.
Fantastic stuff for OC Baby, over the moon with that result. Both of them with a rear left off, just shows you how hard they were having to try. Yuri Belevsky is still at the top of the standings for the European Rallycross Championship. I'm trying to think what a difference the gap would make for him. Limitainen, Litvinovic, Enlund, Volland. Maiko Tamluk, with 25 points from the win, moves immediately into P8 in the standings, which is just a brilliant result by him. I know he was saying yesterday how excited he was to be here. And looking at that, so the gap was 4 points when we came here. Considering Limitainen wasn't in the final, it's only 9 points now. So it's still on when we go to Turkey for the European Championship. And Belevsky's got to make sure he gets it done clean and tidy. But what a way to finish here in Finland. Timo. He's soaking wet, mate.
Well, this was exciting, I have to say.
Have you enjoyed it?
Well, to be honest, I have to understand the system with you guys being here on the table, not on the wheel. But I tell you, this is also very exciting to be here and to see it from the outside. Thanks for having me.
Absolute pleasure. Like the insight you're giving the fans at home from all your years of experience. Honestly, thanks, buddy.
Thank you very much.
What a legend. What a legend. Wow. So we got a bit of time to fill before we go off air. I hope you guys have enjoyed it at home as well. Remember to like and subscribe and share if you can, please. We really want to get this sport back to where it belongs. It is the best motorsport in the world. Timo Scheider will tell you that. He's won the DTM twice and he loves rallycross.
Yes, and that's the truth.
It is the truth. So Gertler's getting turned around in turn 1 by Ribeiro. We still don't know what the result of that investigation is. I'm looking down at the timing screen. That's just saying it's still under investigation. I think you're going to have to check social media later for the results, Timo. What do you think?
Well, very difficult to make a decision right now. And you don't want to make it wrong, right?
No.
You just said being a steward is a very, very difficult job.
The hardest job.
And I tell you, it's not always fair, it's not always nice, and you see it most likely in a different perspective as a driver.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes it's what it is. It's like in football, there's a decision and you have to accept it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I wouldn't want to be a referee either. Yeah. Absolute nightmare. What about this from Maiko Tam? I mean, to have come from the second row of the semi-finals anyway, I just, but it was the pass too. What you said, it was so clean. It was super clean.
Very smart, clever. Saw the gap, went for it, kept it tight there, slowed the car enough down to not open the inside up again. So very nice, rotated the car. Great move.
He was lucky that Bolevsky caught these guys, but I can't take anything away from him because the drive was so good in such tough conditions.
Yeah, definitely. Well, here's the contact with Bolevsky.
It's a big contact, isn't it, in the end? And of course, that is why Bolevsky hasn't extended the gap over Limitainen. My memory's like a goldfish. I can't remember what happened in the Euro final or the World final already. But yeah, so actually that played into Limitainen's hands, didn't it? Because Bolevsky ended up P5 with Litvinovich P6 after their contact up at the hairpin. The two of them parked. So that meant they didn't manage to extend that lead by too much. So Limitainen and co will go battling again in Turkey. When is Turkey? September time? It's not long, is it? I know it's only a few weeks away. I'm going to check. I think it's 3 weeks.
It's just 3 weeks.
It might be 4.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, it's 4. So 4 weeks time, Istanbul. It is the 20th and 21st of September. Don't miss it. It'll be a single header for Euro RX and Euro RX 3 and a double header for the World Rallycross Championship. Rather hoping that maybe some of the Euro guys might go, you know what, if my car's down there, I'll enter. But let's see. 4 weeks to go just yet. Kristoffersson with a good pass on Timmy, but you spotted that really quickly. As you pro drivers always do, there was a problem with the car.
Yeah, probably, yes. The rear left just was bended, kind of. The rear tire had a bit too much camber.
Yeah.
Toe, not camber. Both, actually. The car was not going straight anymore. Because of everything.
It wasn't where it was supposed to be.
Exactly.
Kevin Hansen having a decent fight.
Oh.
Is that...
These are the two cars passing by with punctures.
I thought it was Thunder, but yeah, it's Kristoffersson's rear left coming past, isn't it, with the tyre hanging off the car. And Kristoffersson went all in on that joke lap, which I do like, I have to say. Look at this, look. Absolutely full send, and you could see immediately that it had deflated, couldn't you? Look at this, looks to the inside, and he's absolutely lit the fuse, hasn't he, on the run to the line, but not quite enough time. Look now, look at this.
Yeah, crazy.
It's properly raining at the back. We do have a shelter over us. Oh wow, look, it's pouring down the side. Yeah, it's absolutely chucking it down here in Finland. I think we've been pretty lucky, to be honest.
Yes.
Although I wouldn't have minded this half an hour earlier, Timo. But I think
it was nice for the fans, though, right?
It was, and I think we had enough action. So are we heading to a very wet podium? Yes, we are. Oh man, it's hammering down at the podium.
And now the national anthem of the winning driver.
Here we go then. OC Baby takes it from Johan Kristoffersson and Juha Rukkanen, a Finn on the podium. Congratulations to OC, they're on his second win. OC Baby with his second FIA World Rallycross Championship win. It obviously meant a lot to him, you could see, and Kristoffersson was, said he drove really well. Johan put in some laps at the end there, didn't he, to nearly get the gap where he needed it.
But he admit as well that OC was pushing hard, was good all the weekend, so he can also give it to him because he did a great job.
And finally, presenting the winning trophy, Kimmo Vainio, CEO of AKK Sports Oy.
Biggest trophy to OC Baby. The win in Finland.
Well done.
Yes, OC points to the team. It's for them, and it is a 1-2 for KMS. And that's given them a commanding lead heading to Turkey. They will be keen to win that championship. They'll want them both. So, champagne.
It's getting wet anyways.
Good stuff.
Well,
a little drink as well.
This is giving OC a lot of confidence now going to Turkey. He won his first event in Turkey, now going back there. So I think there's a lot of confidence coming with him.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. Right, let's take a look where we're heading. We've mentioned it a couple of times, but Turkey is going to be the venue for the final round of the FIA World Rallycross Championship in 2025. Double header. September the 20th and September the 21st. Timo, a double header. Everything can happen there. You're going to have what I'm guessing it'll be 3 qualifiers, semis and finals each day. So it's going to be a lot of running. It's a tight and twisty track. Rukkonen took a win there last year. Baby took a win there. The conditions were mixed.
Well, everything will happen or be decided in Turkey in these 2 days. So
yes.
There's not enough time of playing around, so you have to be spot on right from the beginning. If you're on the back foot, it's very tricky to come back and find the right sweet spot of the car. But yeah, this will be the decider for the championship.
Yeah, it will indeed. Join us, make sure you're there, put it in your diary. September 20th and 21st. We'll take a look at the standings for the Drivers' Championship as we head down to that final double header. Remember, it's 25 points for a win. It's 20 for P2, 17, 15, 14, 13, but there are also 3 points up for grabs for TQ. The lead is only 15 points over Niklas Gronholm. You saw what happened to Niklas here in turn 1. That can happen to anybody. KMS would love a 1-2 in this championship. I don't think you can count Timmy Hansen out on 70 points. Just one thing has to go wrong, and it can all change, Timo.
Exactly. This is Rallycross. We all know how it can go. Yeah, let's see how the last and final round of the season will look like in Turkey. But I guess everyone is stoked to go there. It was a cool event back then, and it will be again.
Okay, we can take a look at the team standings as we head down to Turkey. It's 171 to KMS. 131 to Construction Equipment Dealer Team, and it's 123 to the Hansen World RX team, who we're trying to get to come and join us in commentary at some point, but they're going to have to get extremely... If I were then, I would say no, Timo. I just wouldn't come, I'm actually quite surprised how good this shelter is. I really didn't think... And the lights. Finally, we actually really do need the lights.
Now we need them.
Dark here in Finland, it really is. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Look at our lovely, shiny, happy faces. The van is here to load me and Tim up. We're going into 2 wooden boxes and we'll be sent off to whatever our next event is from here. Mate, I've really enjoyed it. Thanks for joining us. Thank you to Mari as well, who's down to the side here. Much appreciated for your help. Championship decider, the pressure is always on. I know we keep saying anything can happen, but it really can. Johan obviously goes there with the experience of winning 7 titles. It makes a massive difference that the monkey's off your back after 1. Yeah. When he got 7, he will want the 8th, very definitely.
Yeah, you see how focused he is, and he's always willing to do the maximum. And if it's a P2 like it was now, he can be also a bit upset. And this is Johan.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he doesn't like not winning. Yeah, he only likes to win. Timmy Hansen is just about to come and join us on stage here. He's got 1 minute. So Timmy, we got 1 minute left. But thanks for running. Yeah, thanks for running down there in the rain. You ran all the way for 1 minute. You ran all the way for 1 minute. Matt, did you hear that? The producer, he ran here all the the way for 1 minute.
You owe me one now.
Yeah, you owe me one. At least one.
Yeah.
Mate, what a weekend. Good for you guys to be here.
I mean, it was just good to be in the final after we spoke last time. I was last, so I was quite happy to be in the final. Carnage start.
Yeah.
Carnage with the rain.
Weather.
Carnage with Euro RX delayed.
Was Slicks the right choice or not?
Yeah, Slicks was the right choice.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, we weren't sure. It's so hard to tell from here. So
no, it was fully dry as long as you kept a tight line down in turn 1 and 2. Especially 2 was quite slippery at the end of 2. But
we owe him a beer because we've got about 10 seconds left to go. I think.
Run all the way back.
1 minute. Oh, it took me 15 seconds. Honestly, what's going on? I reckon the producer's got wet in the truck and he's malfunctioning. Championship deciders. You know what it's like. It's a double header. You're fourth, but you're still in the fight. I think definitely the top 4 are in it. Obviously, the top 2 more. Vavy's close to.
Yeah.
Pressure's on.
It's a shame for Niklas. He got a blue light. That's why his car stopped. Yeah, it was too high G-force impact, so the battery goes into safe. And the car just stopped for him. So he was leading. I just checked the replay. Was leading coming into that second corner. And just...
And then the contact was just too hard and the G-force sensor said like way too much contact.
But it was a nudge off to the side too, wasn't it? It's such a shame.
It's a 15 or 20 G limit side-to-side contact. So it's...
There we go.
I mean, it's a proper...
It's a bit of a shame. But look, we've had a brilliant weekend here. Timo Scheider, thank you
very
so much,
Andrew.
Timmy. Nice one. Great to see you. Hope we'll see you in Turkey. And I hope we'll see you guys there as well. Keep your eyes on all the socials. Thank you so much for watching, as always. See you soon. Cheers, guys. Take care.